I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. What just happened today? We played terrible. We looked scared out there, confused. Like the lights were too bright for the Bucks today. We look unprepared for what we were facing today. Oh, this is terrible. Hey, Chitty, I got you in the green room, fam. Give me a minute to just get a couple comments off, and I'm gonna get right into the comments and right into YouTube, bro. Just give me 1 second. We just laid an egg today. There's no blame. The blame goes to everyone on the team today. We played terrible. We shot terrible today. I mean, this was just a we laid an egg on one of the important games of the season. Really bothers me. We look unprepared out there. We couldn't defend the three. They were shooting like 60% from three in the first half. They're shooting over 50% from the floor again. This was just a bad performance. Only person I can even say that played decent on the Bucks was Brook Lopez. We came out the gates lethargic, and like we was saying in the chat, shout out to the chat. My bad. Shout out to Bucks Nation. It's all right. It's just one game, but this was a really nasty L. This was a nasty L. I can't believe we claim out flat against the team that's supposed to be our main ops. We should have been our most focused today. And some of that has to go to coaching, us not being ready to go. Let me just get into these current stats, and then I'm gonna get into the comment section. I'm just really frustrated. I was not expecting this type of performance from our boys at all today. This was awful. Jesus, we're down 17. How? They're not that good. We played terrible today, man. Terrible. Bucks are losing 108-93 with about 5 minutes left in the game. You know what a positive? Giannis is 7 of 10 from the free throw line. That's a positive. He was 6 of 18. He's 6 of 18 right now from the field. 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, 19 points, -6. Middleton played terrible today. 3 of 12, 1 of 3, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, -18, 9 points. Chris Middleton today has the lowest plus minus of anybody on the Bucks at -18. Lopez played well, 10 of 15, 2 of 5, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, no blocks. That lets you know the impact defensively. 24 points, -5. Dame, 7 of 18, 1 of 7 from 3. He couldn't get it going from 3, really hurt us. Dame was broke today from 3. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, -4, 16 points. Beasley gave us nothing, 3 points. Bobby P gave us nothing, 4 points. Beauchamp really gave us nothing, 5 points. Campaign, 3 points. No one did anything today. Let's get away from these stats. No one did anything today. Absolutely ridiculous. Laying an egg on the holiday season, no less. In front of friends and family, you get punished like this in Boston is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me tap you in, Chitty. Let me just get my headset in here, bro. Look, I gotta go live early. We getting smoked before hey, it's turkey season tomorrow, but the Bucks are getting smoked today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Chitty. What's going on, Chitty? Tell me how you feeling, bro.
Hey, my man, how are you doing?
Man,
Amara, how are you doing?
I'm all right, man. You know, we got off tomorrow, friends and family, but man, this was a hard game to watch. I mean, out the gate we played terrible. Out the gate.
Yeah, but you know what? You see why you don't have to be friends with people who are not what do you call it? Your
So you say about the Drew
teammates.
thing, like that being friends with Drew knowing his game,
Yes,
he
Drew
made
came,
it.
hugged you. This shit don't work.
Right,
It's competition, man. I am ready for a game. Dude, I'm not talking to you. Dude, I replaced your place in this team. You
right,
see, we need a mentality of competitive nature.
right.
We
No
need
friends,
this, we
no
need this
friends.
competitive
Right. It
mindset.
bothers you that Dame was
People,
talking to Drew
this
before the
this
game.
friendship,
Yeah,
be friends with your enemy. Man, so see all those coaches, the box coaches that allowed you into the locker room should be spoken sense into. Like it's wrong. Dude, after the game, you want to meet players you played with as your teammates, please do so. But I think it's against the rules for another opponent to come into your locker room and still
yeah,
shaking
yeah.
you
That's
for
crazy.
what?
Yeah,
You
to come
see,
into the
this one
locker
thing I'm
room.
saying, it kills the competition.
Right.
It kills the competition. And guess what? Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis the other day, earlier this morning, had an interview where they were like, "Oh, we miss Drew, we miss Drew." Like, fuck you.
Right.
Drew went to battle with this rivalry and decided he was not in Celtics.
Right.
He
We
was
we
he was
we we, we
traded
came out
to
really
the
flat.
to the
Chitty,
Portland
we came out
Trailblazers.
really
If
flat.
he
The whole
wanted to
team.
do anything, he would have exactly. See, Amara, other teams were vying for Drew Holiday. If
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday was truly a man who understood that he went to war with his brothers on the Bucks team, he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't sign for the Boston Celtics. But you see one thing, he signed for the Boston Celtics because he's a fucking jealous player. He has always wanted the position of Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you watch games even last year, Giannis will be open in what's the name in the paint, pass the ball to Giannis.
I
He'll be
understand what you're
fucking
saying.
dribbling the ball and turn it over, or you shoot a back shot.
I understand what you're saying, Chitty, but also
See,
you have to hold the
Amara,
coaching
let me
staff. You
tell you
gotta hold the
something.
you gotta
The
let the
box
coaching staff be
players,
responsible too, though. They
the
allowed that to
the
happen.
box players, the yes, the box players, they need to awaken that dog in them.
Right. I
Anybody
agree.
who's not on your team is a fucking enemy, and you're going out there to crush that person. I don't care who the person is, Nikola Jokic, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, whoever
Right.
that person is, you're going out there to crush that fellow, because with these people playing against you, they are going to stop you from collecting that championship. So when you're going out there, there's no lovey-dovey, there's no smile, no smiles, there's no fucking thing like, oh, be friends with your enemies, or go and train with your competitors. So that, like, what the fuck is that? It's a fucking game, and
All right,
everybody's playing to
we
have
gotta
that
calm
stance.
down,
You
bro. I
think
gotta
people
stay
don't want to
monetized.
want to end their word of DPOY? You
Chitty,
think nobody
we gotta
wants to
calm
end the
down, bro. I
MVP?
gotta stay monetized, bro. We gotta calm down on the curse words. I'm trying to stay monetized, sir.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead
okay,
though.
okay, bro.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah,
yeah,
bro. I got you. I got you.
yeah.
See, you see, the thing with the box team is that the players don't have the dog mindset in them. If
Mm-hmm.
I hear somebody like a Brook Lopez and the Bobby Portis saying, "Oh my God, we missed Jordan Day, we missed Jordan Day," this is coming from your heart. Like, dude, like, remove that marks of love, man.
That's
There's no
true.
love in this game, man. If
That's
anybody,
true.
if I'm telling you, if the Pacers can beat you guys and the Miami Heat can humiliate you guys in the playoffs, there's no love in this game, man. It's all about, man, accolades, getting the strides, and winning that championship. Nobody is out there doing dovey-dovey. It's a fucking
Yeah,
sorry.
no,
It
you're
is a
right.
competition. It's a competition.
Right, right.
These
No, I
players,
got you,
these
Chitty.
players need to
But
understand
let me get into
this.
the comment section too,
See, one
Chitty.
of the
Give
player,
me a couple
one of the
minutes, Chitty.
player, Amara,
Uh,
Amara,
uh.
Amara,
Yeah, go ahead.
one of the players that I love his
Go ahead.
mindset on the box team. One of the players I love his mindset on the box team is Andre Jackson Jr.
Mm-hmm.
That guy has got dog in him. That guy has got the right mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's a competitive mindset. And and let me tell you the truth. Anybody who's coming out here to say, oh, Giannis had a back-to-back 40 points, 40 plus points game. And yesterday, the last game, Mr. Smith was like, oh, Giannis needs to calm down, needs to cool down his game. We know his levels ahead of these players, but so that they can be. No, the role players have to come up a level, a notch, turn it up more than one notch to meet up with your superstar. How can your superstar be playing that high and you all are fumbling the bag? That's ludicrous. That's criminal.
No,
So
no.
the coach needs to tell these players that if Giannis makes 20 or 23 shots, I expect you guys to make 5 for 5.
No, I get what you
Put
say,
it
but
as a
Chitty, hey,
challenge.
Chitty, I gotta
You're
get
a
into
role
the
player.
comment section, bro. Chitty, I gotta get into the comment section. Give me a little bit and tap back in, bro. I
Yes,
gotta
I'm
get into
here.
the other play. I appreciate. Hey, I'm hot too, but I gotta let everybody
All
else
right.
vent too, bro. So give me a little bit and just tap back in, Chitty.
I,
Okay,
I appreciate it.
okay, all right, bro.
I
All
appreciate it,
right,
bro.
salute. All right, fam. Yeah, this was hard to watch, y'all. Salute to Chitty. You see how charged Chitty ain't never like that on here. I mean, he was tight. We all tight. This was a terrible performance. You letting your ops come in the locker room, all this brouhaha. That's what I'm talking about. I agree with you, Chitty. They being too friendly. How he coming to your locker room? Man, listen, man. This is wartime, like you said. We should have been dialed in on this game. We laid an egg. The score is not going to be indicative of how that we were dominated in this game. We got some soul searching to do on that plane ride home to Mitchell International. For real, for real. Eli said no one came to hoop. That's a fact. Gibson, what's good? Shout out to the Bahamas. Boy, it hurts my head watching this game tonight. Facts. Gibson said we need a new assistant coach to run our offense. I still haven't heard anything about the assistant coach yet. Lee Bruce said Drew was 0 points though last I checked. Yeah, he's not doing anything. He's not the reason. We're playing bad. Abadoye, I agree. Boston isn't that good. We are just not making our shots. I completely agree. I completely agree with that. John Jackson said Brooke was good today. Brooke was very good today. I mean, Brooke was hooping. Let me just show them stats now. The game pretty much over. Well, it was over for a while. Yeah, Brooke was hooping. Brooke was 11 to 17. He had 26 points, and he was plus 4. Dame plus 6. He got 24. But these points late is just kind of stat stuffers. I don't really consider these real stats that are occurring now. These are people just kind of making their averages when the game is out of reach. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to making the game look more respectable. And then assist. Let's get to these team stats. Let me show this too real quick, y'all. I know I'm a little over the place. I'm just a little. I can't believe what I just saw. I mean, they shot 40% from 3, 17 threes to our 12. They only shot 11 free throws. We should have shot more than 17. We out rebounded them. We have more offensive rebounds than them. They have more defensive. They have more assists. We have more steal. They only had 2 more points off turnover. It was just those clean shots from 3. And we have more points in the paint. I mean, there's some positives to look at with like the points in the paint. Oh, and the Bucks are hey. Hold up, y'all. Hey, it's 111, 114. What are we this could be an if these dudes come back and win this game. Hey, let's leave this on for a minute. Wow. 21 seconds left, y'all. They fought back. They definitely fought back. Wow. Furious comeback here at the end by the Bucks. I don't know if it's enough time. Lopez hooping. Dame to hit another 3. Dame trying to cook late. Woo-hoo-hoo. Jimmy Roller said, man, Pat is straight Ben juice. Pat, we say he has a one good game out of every 7, so his is coming up. Let me change this screen real quick. I'll switch it back here in a minute. That 115, 111. We tried though. Bryce Tolafree said turnovers, missed chip shots, bad shooting, etc. Yeah, we just played poorly. There's no one to blame. We just played poorly today. That's just what it is. We played poorly. Othello Rucker was good. Can't wait till they play Milwaukee and they don't get no call. Hey, we don't really get calls in Milwaukee, to keep it real, bro. We don't be getting calls. That's why we always got to beat the refs and the opposing team. Bryce said this is embarrassing. It's a little bit. We made it look good at the end, though. Lee Bruce said it is what it is. Status Dan said Holiday locked him up. Holiday locked who up? What are you talking about? People miss shots. Holiday didn't lock anybody up. What are you talking about? See, this is people that are just looking at the score in the game and not looking at the stats. Let me just refresh you, sir, on the stats in this game. Talking about who did he lock up? What are you talking about? Dame has 27. Who did he lock up? And he's +9. What are you talking about? We're losing, but no, he didn't get locked up, sir. That's crazy. People just be coming on here saying anything sometimes. That's crazy. Let me get back in these comments. He got locked up. Who got locked up? What up, Abadoye? They're not blowing fouls for us at all, and it's one side. It's always like that, bro. Abadoye, I've been saying that forever, that the Bucks don't get calls like they should. It is. That's why I always say we beat the opposing team and the officials. It just is what it is. Lee Bruce said they called the carrier Giannis, which they just literally fabricated. We're not going to get calls in Boston. We barely get calls at home. We're not going to get them on the road, y'all. Let's just be clear. Chitty said Brooke Lopez needs to come off the bench and we need to start Andre Jackson Jr. Now, I'm not going to say Brooke, but Beasley can come off the bench and we can put Andre Jackson Jr. as a starting shooting guard. I'm not mad at that. But also, we got to understand, too, Middleton played terrible today. Middleton was 4 of 14, and he almost played 30 minutes and only had 12 points. That's a problem. That's the problem. Middleton played terrible today. Oh, that's the spicy talk. John Jackson said we need to call Chicago and see how much Zach LaVine is. Okay, John Jackson, when you ready to have that conversation, y'all let me know. Are you ready to would you give up Middleton for Zach LaVine, John Jackson? Shout out to you, bro. Dale Joseph said, it's cool, no panic. We can beat them, guys. Our people just got to take what the D gives us and make our shot. That's it. We barely lost now, and we played terrible today. We played absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. We played good late, but we played terrible. This was hard. Daniel Jones said, Chris can't stop nobody. He's supposed to be a starter. Let's just say he's trying to get his legs. I don't want to bomb on Chris yet, Daniel. I don't want to bomb on him yet. Let's just say he's trying to get his feet back under him, bro. Let's just say that. Chitty said the Celtics have always been this way. Did you forget the game Celtics played against the Lakers and for the first time LeBron cried on the court due to poor officiating? Shut up. Right. What up, Keys? My boy Keys. What up, King Keys? This was rough one to watch. Yeah, but at least we battled late and we didn't just give up. That's one. Let's be proud of the Bucks didn't just give up. They fought to the end. And if anything, this is gonna give them momentum the next game. They know they can turn it on. So let's look at the positives. The Bucks were getting punished and they turned it on late and made this a game. So that lets you know that when they're focused and dialed in, they can get it going. They eliminated that 14-point lead in this fourth fairly fast. So let's look at the positives. We were getting our head beat in, and then we turned up in the fourth quarter. Let's look at the positives on this team that we played well in the fourth quarter. If the game is close in the fourth quarter, I have faith that the Bucks can close it out. How about that? And look how much pressure we just put on them. We got it cooking down the stretch. So let's be positive and say, okay, we laid an egg the first 3 quarters, but we played with some heart in the fourth quarter and made this a game. We could have laid down. We didn't. So that shows that we do have some heart and intestinal fortitude. We didn't quit. So shout out to them for not just getting ran out the gym. Kenny Mack said, can't be really mad though. Boston was going to win first game anyway. I really wasn't thinking that. We on a 5-game win streak. I thought we had a lot of momentum. Chris was getting back to playing more minutes. I thought we were ready, but maybe we needed this to reboot our system and get us back focused again. I'm thinking that's what it is, Kenny Mack. Shout out to you. Brandon, what's good? We will get them again very soon at our home. Right, that's what I'm saying. We'll repay them. We'll repay them. Bucks number one. That first quarter is the reason we're in this position right now. That is the difference in this game for the most part, is that first quarter. We came out super flat. Super flat. And what I will say is, as a coach, when you see your team that flat, and I've seen it from other good coaches in the past, they'll pull the starters and put in the bench just to change the pace up. And I think something like that should have maybe been done in the first quarter, just because of how poorly we were playing, instead of sticking to the guys. Sometimes when you see things going left, you got to make some drastic changes. And at least with the bench guys, they're going to play hard on the offense and defense. So that's just something to think about. No disrespect to Griffin, but when you see your team flat, you got to start putting in bench guys and try to give you some energy. He's still figuring it out, so I'm being patient. After this game, we're what? We've only lost 5 games this year. It's not, and we lost 116, 119. All right, and we played terrible today. We played absolutely terrible. Make sure y'all try to join the live. Let me put the link back in the chat. If y'all want to tap in, feel free to click the link. I see you in here, y'all. I see you. I see you, Pat, Stacy, Marvin, Patricia. I'm going to get to the comments in a minute. I see you, Tim. I see you, Cynthia. I see you, Sal, Callie, AB. Let me just get back up to these comments, y'all. Oh, yeah, y'all fired up. I see y'all charged. Jesus, yeah, y'all charged. I feel you. What up, Stacy? Yeah, Stacy charged too. I see her comments. I'm just trying to get to where I was at. Damn, I thought we was gonna punch them in the mouth, y'all. I really did. What up, James? I see you. I'm just trying to get up to where I was at. Just give me a second. AB, appreciate it. AB says smash the like button. Yes, sir. If you haven't already, please smack the like button so allow other people that want to be part of Bucks Nation to hop on the pod. So appreciate y'all. If y'all can hit the like, be much appreciated. Shout out AB. William Johnson says sloppy, very sloppy gameplay today. Joseph McBeck said Bucks aren't going nowhere with this sorry defense. They were hitting shots too. Let's not just blame it on defense. They were hitting some contested shots too. They were very hot early. Let's not just say the defense was terrible now. They were hitting some contested shots. I'm just waiting for you to pop up, my boy Daniel. Daniel, I don't see you yet, famo. There you go. Give me 1 second, Daniel. Just hang tight, fam. Hang tight. Let me just get through these comments. Everybody charged up. Militia, what's good? We are not moving the ball. We weren't doing anything right today. We weren't doing anything right. Abadoye said Giannis is playing bad at passer today. If Giannis played well today, we would have won because Boston is mid too. I agree. I see y'all in the green room. Give me a second, y'all. Let me tap in Daniel. Daniel, I'm about to tap you in. I'm going to be showing y'all comments while I'm talking to Daniel. So don't trip. All right, go ahead, Daniel. Tell me how you feel. Good, bad, and ugly, sir.
Just one of those games you thought it was gonna go one way, and
it went the other way.
That first quarter
killed us.
Second quarter
killed us.
And you going 60% from 3, and what we talked about. Get them off the line.
Get them off I'd rather you shoot the mid-range than shoot the 3. I don't even understand the logic. Most people can't even shoot the mid-range. Run them off the 3. And
Porzingis played out of his mind today. Give him that, but I I was I mean, probably Boston fans gonna be all like, yeah, we dominate. I'm like, really? I
right.
mean, I could go 6 or 6 3 and start winning games. It's
Right.
like
And they
they'll
didn't
just
dominate us.
hold
We
them.
clearly came back in the fourth quarter. That's one thing
They,
I said I'm proud of the Bucks. The Bucks have become a fourth quarter team where they really start to tighten up in the fourth. But that first quarter, we couldn't overcome that deficit. We just couldn't.
yeah, and then like Drew only had 3 points. He didn't really stop anybody.
Right, that's what I'm
I
saying. Somebody was in here talking about he locked somebody up. He didn't lock nobody
mean, he
up.
didn't lock nobody
I
up.
was
I
like,
watched
what
the
are you
whole
talking
game.
about, Dunn? He didn't lock up nobody. Man, listen.
He didn't lock up
Yeah, they just
nobody.
want to come in here
It
and
was
just make
it,
erroneous commentary. But it's all good. Go ahead, man.
the truth. The truth is that the refs let it go. They let the game go. It was like a
Hold on one
lot of
second.
fouls.
One second, Daniel. Warren Price says the Bucks cannot beat this team, period. What are you talking about? Boo this man. What are you talking about? We can't beat. We barely lost and we played C minus basketball and we barely lost. What are you talking about? If you
Guys,
don't go to
November.
your room and close your door,
It's
go ahead,
November.
bro.
I don't know why. I mean, the game. This game was. I mean, the Bucks put an effort in the fourth quarter, and I really probably did that. But I don't know why. You know, people coming here. Oh, Boston's best team. Blah blah blah. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
what are you talking
Drew
about?
Holiday went 3 points. I
Y'all,
mean,
they played an excellent game and barely won. Let's be
they
clear.
really,
We played C minus basketball and still found a way to make this a game. So
Beasley
what is
only had
that
one
really saying
shot
about
at
Boston? What is that really saying? As bad as we played, we should have lost by 25 points. We barely
should.
lost. Man,
Now,
listen.
I'm telling you, they're gonna do better. I mean, we don't play
Yeah.
Boston in Milwaukee, so I'm not worried about it. I mean,
I'm
it
I'm
was
I'm low key glad because this should be a wake up call for the Bucks. Hey,
hard.
you gotta come and take these good teams serious. You cannot come out flat and think you're gonna make it up later when you guys decide to turn it on. You see, the Bucks decided to turn it on the fourth, but it was too late already. That's the
Way too
problem.
late.
We showed you what we can do in that fourth. You feel me?
Bro, you seen Giannis going after Griff a little bit, like, let me stay in the game. Like,
Right.
okay, no. He wanted to get back in the game like ASAP. It was like every time he tried to get back in the game, like Drip like, oh, you need to blow, you need to blow. Like, no, get me back in the game.
Hey,
And
y'all getting a little dramatic in these comments talking about we can't beat. This is one game, y'all. We've beaten them in series before. They beaten us. Y'all act like we ain't put belt to butt on them before. So let's just settle down. This is one game, and we played terrible and barely lost. We played terrible. Let's be clear, and
first two,
barely lost.
they buried in the second half, made the game. They almost, made it, or super game if it was, tied
Right.
it up. I don't know why they come up in here and talk about, oh, they can't beat Boston at all. They don't care. They own them. I'm like, well, if you guys trade for Drew Holiday, that's your best defender. He should be locking people down.
Right, he ain't locked nobody down, man. Get him up out of here too. He's a name now. He's all sizzle, no steak. Get him out of.
I told this chat that Drew Holiday is the fourth scorer, maybe fifth,
Yeah, that's why
and
I'm
that's
not
it.
even tripping. Yeah, I was like, okay.
The bench had a great day. I mean, the bench had a great game today. You got Dan, whatever his name is.
Derek White, but what I'm saying is our bench played terrible, we played terrible, and barely lost. People need to look at the silver lining. We got no production from the bench. Bobby P did nothing. Pat did nothing. Nobody did anything on the bench, and we barely lost. Come on, y'all. Relax.
We missed a lot of shots in the paint.
Man, we just played. It was a bad game. Hey, let's get them likes up, y'all. Come on, y'all. Bucks Nation, let's get them likes up. Go ahead.
Yeah. I wanted to tell you something real quick, too. Did you get my email?
Oh, no, I barely be checking that. Yeah, I'll check the email, bro. I'll check it out.
Well, I want you to be a captain with me.
Okay.
Wish report.
All right, shout out. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. And I'll chop it up with you offline about that, bro.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. Appreciate that, bro.
Serve it.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that. Man, shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Daniel. Absolutely.
Part of the team.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. They deep up in here. Can you give me a couple minutes to get to a couple of these cats and tap right back in, though, Daniel? I
No
want you to
problem.
finish up.
No problem.
Okay, salute, bro. Appreciate you, and we'll chop it up. I'll check that email, bro. All right, fam.
Bye.
All right. Let me tap you in, Jeffer. What's going on, Jeffer? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, Jeffer, you delayed. You lagging, bro. Jeffer, you lagging. Let me put a comment in the chat. Hey, can you hear me? Jeffer. All right, I'm just tap back in. I just put a comment in the chat. Tap back in though. Go ahead. What's going on, Brandon? Tell me how you feel, bro.
What's up?
What up?
Um, this is one bad game, but like I said, take it one game at a time.
Yeah, that's it. And lose it as a learning experience.
Also, I hope by after Thanksgiving, we gonna turn the heat. We gonna turn up the heat.
Yeah, we have to do this. This should be a wake up call. We can't just go in flat against good teams. They got out on the lead and we couldn't catch up. We just couldn't make up any ground. So I hope
Also,
this is a learning experience, not just for the
one
players, but for the coaching staff as well.
one thing that they need to start doing, they do see Drew Holiday in our locker room.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
should, they should, they should close the door and fill out a pregame warm up
Right.
to let
That's just too much friendliness. Just like Chitty was saying, they was way too friendly. Way too friendly. That was crazy. This is wartime. And this is your main ops. If y'all want to share cookies and ice cream together, this is your main ops. When we get put out, it's either them or Miami. I would never want to even shake hands with these people. You got them in your locker room hanging out, drinking Fiji water. What is cracking with y'all, man? Go ahead, though, Brandon.
also everybody needs to get on the same page.
Yep.
Especially the Clip coming off that mental restriction pretty soon.
Yeah.
This team, I think we need to make one last move.
Mmm.
One last move.
Okay.
Either get Rob Lopez out of here and trade Lindell.
I don't know if anybody want
And
Lindell. I don't even know if
keep
nobody want dude.
that tight, but two people we need to get rid of is Lindell and Rob Lopez.
And you could throw Pat in there
For
to
a
keep it
back,
real.
for a backup center and get Al Caruso.
Right. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all, actually. I don't mind that at all. I'm with you on that. Shout out to you, Stacy. I see you. Yeah, we just missed a lot of shots. I see you, Jimmy Roller.
And also, Hayden Griffin needs to find a way to not let other people go up on us.
Yeah. But again, we gotta be patient with Griff. This whole thing is a process, y'all. We're 10-5, yo. I mean, we're okay. This was just a game that we were anticipating, and we just didn't play well early, but we showed up late and made a game of it. So let's just use the momentum going forward and understand that we can't come out flat against good teams. We shouldn't come out flat ever. And when we are seeing and when we're looking flat, the coach needs to start bringing in people that can give energy, like Beauchamp, like Andre Jackson Jr., and let them get the game back settled down with the hustle play. And I see y'all in the green room. I'm gonna tap you in a minute, Chitty and Mr. Smith. Hey, Jeffer, I saw you, but you was lagging too, bro. So when I'm tapping you in, bro, you like waiting for the live to catch up. You got to turn the live off, bro, and then tap in. But go ahead, bro.
Also, I bet the We only mentioned one player,
Who was that?
Jay Crowder.
Yeah, you know what though? I'm cool. I understand that, but I don't think he would have been he wouldn't have moved the needle in this game. We just played bad. Nobody shot well. This was just this. I'm just chalking this up as a bad game. But let me. It's like 3-4 people up in this green room. Let me get these people here and just tap back in a little bit, Brandon.
Okay, I
I
got you.
got you. Okay, let me tap you in. All right, hold on. Hey, Mr. Smith, I'm gonna tap Chitty in for a hot second, then I'm gonna tap you in. All right, Chitty, I'm gonna tap you in for a minute here. Go ahead. How you feeling, Chitty?
Yeah, Amara. So I'm a bit calm now because I'm looking at the scores, but that's not the case. I think the case is our slow starts. Things every the remaining 29 teams in the NBA have figured us out that we always have slow starts.
Yeah.
And if you notice, the Atlanta Hawks, the only way they beat us, including the Pacers, is starting very hot from the first quarter. And if you look at our games, people who are slow players who are on our starting five, Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton. So if we want a playmaker, we have Chris Middleton on that playing five. But we cannot have Brook Lopez and Chris Middleton in our starting five because of slow starts. We need a fast player, and I feel
How about this though?
Adrian
I got a
Jackson
question for
Jr.
you, Chitty.
would do
I
a
got a question
perfect
for you.
job.
Okay, I got a question for you though, Chitty.
Yes,
I think Brook Lopez should start,
yes.
and I think maybe early in the game we emphasize him in the post. How about that? Just get him a couple touches early in the post and get him kind of get started. I don't think I think he should still be starting, but he needs to be used in a more effective fashion. Let me say that, Shitty. I understand where it's
You see,
coming from, but I just don't
you see
think
that.
he's being
You
utilized
see,
correctly all the time.
Amara.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Amara, let me tell you something, right? If you remember during Coach Butt's time, right, the Butterosas time, right,
Hmm.
Brook Lopez has always been he's this kind of like, fluffy, playful kind
Hmm.
of guy. He's a guy who looks up to other players. So if he sees Giannis is hot, Chris Middleton is hot, other
One second,
role players
Chitty.
are hot,
One,
Pat Connaughton is
one
playing
second, Chitty.
hot,
Hold
he
on one
will.
second. No, Fletcher.
Yes, please.
Hold on one second. Hey, Fletcher, I will never give up on this team. I just started the live early because of the point deficit, and I had the time, sir. But shout out to you. Go ahead, Chitty.
Okay, great. So Brook is a player who looks up to other players on his team. So if he sees the way they play, he will pick it up from there. I would always say we're not saying what's the name that in first quarter will not play
Hmm.
Brook Lopez at all.
Oh
No,
wow.
that's not what we're
Okay,
trying
this
to
is
say.
bold.
We're saying
Okay,
that
go
in
ahead.
first quarter, maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes, the, yeah, the first 3 or 4 minutes,
Okay.
Andre Jackson Jr. I
Okay.
even feel Thanasis. Thanasis brings a lot of energy.
I gotta
Thanasis
stop.
is a player that brings a
I
lot
gotta
of
stop you
energy.
there. I gotta
If
stop
you
you
have
there.
the guy, if you have that guy,
No. With Thanasis, no. I understand Thanasis, but
you know
that was
what?
going too far. You went too far right there. But go ahead, Chitty. You went too far. Go ahead though.
Amara. Amara. I'm not saying we must start Thanasis. I'm just giving an example of a
Right.
Thanasis with his energy. If we need our games to be very fast paced, and guess what? Giannis is a very fast player. He tries when the ball is going around and the pace is fast. We need players. We need Andrew Jackson Jr. to start on behalf of Brook Lopez. First 4 minutes, we start hot. Brook sees that momentum, and then when he puts him in, he continues with it. But having him to start the engine or start the game, it's not going to work. It has
Okay.
not been working for the last 4 years now. We've been playing him as a starter, and it has not been working. We always have one thing in Milwaukee Bucks is we always start slow. We always start slow,
But that comes
and
down
it's
to
a
coaching though.
problem
Some of
because
that it's the
things
players,
have
but yeah,
figured us out.
understood. But the culture has to be held accountable too. It's not just the players.
It,
It's not
it,
just the
it,
players. The coaches got to
Okay,
put you in
okay, Amara,
position
I
to be
want to ask you a
effective.
question. I want to ask you a question, Amara.
Mm-hmm.
Amara, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
If you're a coach of Milwaukee Bucks currently, and you've always like one thing I love Griffin about is the fact that when he notices that game starts very slow,
Mm-hmm.
he takes a timeout immediately to talk to these players.
Right.
You're a coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the locker room, you know before the game starts, you speak to the players, tell them we need to play fast pace, we need to continue what we did in the training on training court, we need to continue that, we need to replicate all of that on the pitch, and then they go out. And then these are adults that know that this game is a rivalry game, and they go out and they play this slow.
Right.
You take a timeout, you talk to them, you
Got
make
you.
sure that you understand. There are players who are just slow players. It's just in
Chitty.
their nature.
I don't want
And the
to
truth
cut you.
is, when you look at them,
Chitty. I don't want to cut you off. Get your
yes,
last
please.
comment in so I can get everybody else in here.
Yes,
So
please.
Go ahead, Chitty.
Oh, okay, great. So my last comment is this: when we see players who are slow, they are great for some games, but there are games when they are not great, and we don't need to start them. It's not. We have players like Bobby Portis that is like a 6-man guy who comes from the bench, and there's no rules that says that Brook Lopez should always start our games. He's a slow player. He's good. He's efficient in that slowness, but he picks up the pace later on. And when we look at all of that, we need a player who will stand on his behalf. His height, we need it. His blocking and everything, we need it. But then again,
Great
a
comment,
player like Brook Lopez is a very intelligent player.
Right.
Imagine if Brook is coming from the bench. Imagine if Brook is coming from the bench and he has understood what the opposition team is actually doing to us, and he's coming from the bench with that mentality that okay, this is the game style, and he comes in and he knows where to block and he knows where to attack them. It makes sense. It will be more efficient. I think we being more efficient is not about having a starting five that almost every game we have to have that starting five on the pitch. No, that's not the case. A slow player is a slow player. We know when to play him in games as starting five. We know when to bench him and bring him in games. That's a winning mentality. That's a winning formation. I'll drop the mic here.
Okay, my man. All right, Chitty. Hey, we gonna learn from this, Chitty. Trust me, we gonna learn from this.
Yes.
Tap in on the next live, and we'll all be in better spirits. I promise you. Shout out to you, Chitty. I'll see you in a minute, fam.
Yeah.
Okay. Bro. All right, I'm about to tap you in, Mr. Smith.
I appreciate you.
All right, hey, I appreciate you tapping in and the energy, bro. All right, Chitty. Let me tap you in. Mr. Smith, go ahead and cook. Floor is yours, sir.
Salute. Health and happiness.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
Not a good night. A good night. So I'm not gonna go into ball movement and anything like that. The last time I did that, I damn near got fired. Right? Even though I'm seeing a whole lot of comments that are agreeing with what I'm saying.
I don't even know if you looked in the comment section for the video, but it was a lot of commentary. Well, I agree with this. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on in the comment section, but we gonna let that go. That's water under the river, under the bridge.
That's neither here nor there, right?
Right. I just think we played bad tonight, and even though we played bad, we still made this a game, and it lets you know when the Bucks get locked in, we can do some real work when we got locked in.
And here's where I become the villain again, and forgive me, right? But I'm gonna say something. There was a play at the end of the first half where Giannis was on the free throw line, and he was shooting his second free throw, and Brook Lopez, who is in physical mass the biggest person on the court, Drew Holiday just blew him right under the rim, like get out the way, and Brook Lopez was like, oh, okay, well, and just got moved out of the way by a dude who's supposed to be playing point guard. The first play of the game, they get the tip off. Giannis couldn't even locate Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown gets the ball. Brook Lopez looks around. Jaylen Brown's already dunked him. We didn't even know that we were in a game until we were like down X amount of points. It's mentality. That's soft basketball.
It is.
It's soft.
You hear the knowledge being dropped, y'all. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
And that's not to say that, because I think the last time I had a criticism of it was about the ball movement and how it was sticking in Giannis's hands.
Right.
I think people got real defensive and did not hear what it is I'm saying. So
Mm-hmm.
first and foremost, I'm a Bucks fan
Yeah.
through and through. Love
Same.
my team, and I think that we'll learn from them. But it's soft basketball that we
Mm-hmm.
played tonight. And what's disappointing is that this mentality has been pervasive through two different coaches now that I've seen. Because this was a problem back when Coach Bud was here. Why is it that we gotta get punched in the face first all the
Right.
time, man?
Man, why do
What
the
is
Bucks
that
not
about?
watch Cobra Kai? Strike first, strike hard, strike fast. What is going
Punch
on?
first,
You know
punch
what I'm
first,
saying?
punch second.
Right. What?
Like, what is that about? Like, why is it always that? Why is it always that? The way that we were playing, why is it that? Because I'm off now. I don't
Right.
get. I didn't have time off before whatever,
Right.
so I don't really watch ESPN or whatever.
Right.
I watch the games and then I watch the breakdowns and I try to read up on the stats to learn more about the game. I'm off today. I'm sitting there watching ESPN and they're sitting there talking about how yes, the Bucks were on a 5-game winning streak, but they haven't beaten anyone of any consequence. And I'm getting angrier as a fan and angrier, and I have to realize it's entertainment. You know what I mean? But then we
I
get in
guess
the game
Dallas
and
is
we.
scrubs. I guess Dallas are scrubs. Philly are scrubs. Knicks are
I,
scrubs. But go
I felt
ahead,
the
Mr.
same way.
Smith.
I felt the same way, but then we get in the game and we validate these people with the way that we played. So it's hard to defend that when we didn't even know that we were in the game until Jaylen Brown was coming back from dunking the ball.
Right.
Like, you know the game started. Why is it that Kendrick Perkins is up there talking about his key to the game is the fact that our post players are bigger than anyone that Boston has? Yes,
We
Kristaps
should have been
Porzingis
emphasizing the
tall.
post right out the gate.
We should have been brutalizing them guys. Why is it that we didn't do that until the end of the game? At the end of the game, we looked like we were running twin tower sets and we beating them up.
It
Why
took
we had
too
to
long
wait?
to adjust. And I also
Why?
didn't like, and
Yeah,
Middleton was kind of getting cooked by Tatum. I saw y'all
man.
comments. He was getting cooked. There should have been an adjustment made, or we should have gone to the zone because Chris Middleton was getting cooked out there. He was getting
Chris
cooked.
Middleton look. When I make these criticisms, I don't want it to be personal. I don't know these players,
Right.
right? But Chris Middleton looked
slow.
Yeah,
he looked slow.
Like out of it. He I don't like using words like washed. He looked washed in the beginning. He wasn't making any shots or whatever. Now, in the second half, he in the fourth quarter, quarter maybe, he kind of came back
Chris
into
Middleton
it,
was
but it wasn't
4-14.
enough.
You could try to clean this up all you want, Mr. Smith. Middleton was 4-14 tonight, 12 points.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm giving you that I'm trying to big him up because he looked like trash in the beginning. Because
it's difficult. It's difficult.
He's making me work to try and be positive because I was definitely saying, why did you even get off the plane, bro?
Agree, Valerie.
You're supposed to be the third best player on the team. Why are people even looking up to you with the way that you're playing right now? Move out of the way, man. If that's how you're gonna play, move out of the way. Malik Beasley, move out of the way, man. Like I get that you can hit threes and it's all cool when you're doing it against the lower level teams. You understand what statement games and statement moments are.
Right. This was a moment.
And you were getting moved out of the way. Like it wasn't even just like they were hitting shots. Jaylen Brown was holding you off with one arm. What are you doing?
That should never happen. That should never happen. But that's
what are you doing when it comes to the weight room? Like what are you doing? Like how much weight are you benching? Like one arm. He's moving you out the way with one arm.
Hey, bro, you can come down to Brickyard Gym with us, bro. We'll get you right down there, bro. But go ahead, Mr. Smith. Go ahead.
Nah, man, you get right on another team because right now, real facts. Look, if that is the standard, I don't think personally that we will forever be looking up at Boston. But right now, real facts, we're looking up at Boston. And we had an opportunity to fight these guys. You had an opportunity to make a statement, not against the Wizards. I don't care what you do against the Wizards. No one does. The games like this, and you were virtually unplayable. Period.
But that's why we've been saying because they didn't want to trade Brook because Brook was quote unquote almost defensive player of the year. But this is why I've been saying from in the summertime, we need a change of pace center. We need somebody that can move, like I said, a Nas Reed, even like a Clint Capella, somebody that can run and move. Because, like I said, Brook is a help defender. He's not a defender. Those are two separate conversations. Like
I
we've
mean, the
been saying,
brother
when you
guy.
funnel people to Brook and Brook can stand and only have to cover a few feet, he's amazing. But if you're asking Brook to step up, move, and do any of that, he's not capable at this stage in his career.
And what people will see is they'll stat watch and they'll say, well, just Brooks' stats look really good tonight. He scored the most points that he scored all year. And they'd be right. And they would also be right to point out that he was very much a big part in us coming back in that game and kind of making the scoreline look
Right.
respectful.
And he
But
did.
they'd also be right to indicate that he was a big reason that Boston got the lead in the first place. I mean, Porzingis was out there wilding on him, man. And
Yeah, that he was.
like, what
Right.
are you doing, man? He's sitting there like damn near started millie rocking right there in the court, and we just letting it happen to us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mentality. That's
yeah,
mentality.
That was crazy.
Bobby
I agree.
What's his name? Al Horford sitting there just moving Bobby Portis out of the way, scoring
Great
on
comment,
him,
Othello.
looking back at him, and talking about you ain't it, and Bobby Portis is gonna get mad at him. Don't get mad then.
Right.
Now,
you should have been mad when you came in the arena.
So, because they're gonna be at my headline the way that it was last time, and all I said was we need to move the ball. Oh, Giannis. So I'll just leave it at that. How do you feel like? What do we need to do to move forward? Because I
can tell you what we need to do to move forward is play like we played in the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. How about that? Let's play exactly like we did the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. We were playing defense. People were hustling. We were hitting shots. We looked like the Bucks for the last, six minutes of that game. That's what I would like to see moving forward. Shout out for the super chat. Appreciate it, Sal Cali. Let me just pop that in here real quick, Mr. Smith. Give me a minute here. Let me just pop in that super chat. Sure. Hold on 1 second. I got you, B-Shack. I'm gonna tap you in here with Mr. Smith in a minute. Give me 1 second. Let me just get this super chat. Appreciate that super chat, Sal Cali. Let me get to your super chat, bro. Sal Cali, appreciate the super chat. I've noticed Bucks are very good in the clutch, but Giannis has to move the ball. Dame was super frustrated with Giannis in the shot selection.
Man, I was saying that before. It does not make Giannis a bad player. Doesn't mean that he isn't one of the greatest players ever in any uniform. He's certainly the Milwaukee's best basketball player ever, right?
Right.
But the one-shot assist stuff is not going to beat the more sophisticated teams in the league. It's just not. It's just not. It's not going to end with Boston. Newsflash, right? We haven't hit the West Coast yet to play teams like Phoenix, like Denver, like Minnesota. All of a sudden, it's going to take more sophisticated. I think we can beat them. I definitely think in each of those games, except for maybe Denver, we have the superior top talent, but we have to play smarter for sure. But it's mentality that I'm upset with tonight.
We came in like they was gonna lay down. I felt like the Bucks came in like they was gonna lay down.
Or I just think that for the first time this year, it seemed like the lights were too bright for them. They were missing shots that they normally make.
I agree.
I get that Boston is one of the best defensive teams in basketball. I would even go so far as to say that by the end of the year, I wouldn't be surprised if they were the best defensive team in basketball. That's an awesome team. It doesn't make you any less of a man to admit that your opponent is a fantastic squad, right? So it's going to take you out of your rhythm. But when dudes are missing shots that they normally make, Chris Middleton was missing layups.
Bro, the bunnies. What up, B-Shack?
That's mentality. It's too big. I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to hog. I just wanted to get that.
No, man.
Go ahead, B-Shack. Tell us how you feel. Stay tapped in, Mr. Smith. Stay tapped in. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We got you.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Smith? Amara, what's up, fellas? Listen, tonight, everyone gets some tonight. I'm not. Some people love Giannis so much. He's the greatest thing on earth. They can never say anything critical. everybody has their favorites. No, we need to look at our team honestly. And here's what I want to say tonight. Boston, as good as they played, it was us. It was I don't know, they acted like especially beginning the moment or the game was, it's a new
They were like a
team
deer in the
and
headlights in the first
yeah,
quarters. You can just
it
say
looked
what
like
it
the
is.
moment was
That they
too
would look
big
like a
for them.
deer in the headlights.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay, Middleton missed shots. You know how many shots Giannis missed at the rim? I
Right.
was like,
Facts.
what are you doing, dude? And see, the last few days they've been running this clip of Giannis talking about, people say I don't have a bag, come to Milwaukee, and find out what's up. What gets me ticked off is when he does stuff that falls into this narrative. Listen, if all season long he's been pulling up for the nice little short jumper, he, but he gets in a big game, all he thinks about it's just blowing through people, and I just wish he would have the same. I don't know, as the adrenaline starts running,
It's
starts
adrenaline.
to rush himself. Yo, just flow, just get your mode on, man. Go to the hoop sometimes come out and just mix it up. But see, this is why he has a bag, but there are times when he acts like he only has one trick. He's a one-trick pony, and Giannis is better than that.
Right.
Middleton, he cannot keep anyone in front of him anymore. His days as a decent defender are over. Unless that knee is bothering him, dude's just going past him, man, like he was a stop sign. It was crazy. And I'm like, come on, dude. And he missed a bunch of shots. In fact,
B Shack is dropping knowledge.
Middleton
Get them likes up. B
Middleton
Shack is styling right now.
was
Please get them
almost
likes up. Go ahead, B Shack.
he was almost not playable. Almost. He
No, you don't
almost
have to
wasn't
say almost.
playable.
He wasn't doing anything offensively. He was getting cooked defensively. He looked. This is the worst. This was the worst game of the season for Middleton today at the worst possible time.
He
At
looked
the
wild.
worst possible time, he had his worst. He pulled the Middleton at the worst possible time because Middleton is good for getting 25 and 30 in a
Yeah,
game
yeah.
and then getting 12 like he did tonight. He good for that. He good
He
for
And
looked
that.
wild.
and
Someone in
and
the chat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
go
cut you
ahead.
off, bro.
no. I was supposed to listen. If I was in the game tonight against the Bucks, I would have hit 4 corner threes. What is up with the corner, man? What's up with the corner threes, man?
I feel like
I
it's a
mean,
percentage thing. It has to be some
oh my
analytics
God.
to it. And
It's
sometimes these
gotta be.
analytics will get you sent home. You worrying about too much about analytics and not using your instinct and what you actually see. You get what I'm saying? Analytics can only take you so far. They can give you an outline of what you should do, but that shouldn't just be the holy grail for how you hoop. And I feel like
If,
that's why they're doing it.
Mr.
I
Smith,
gotta
explain
address.
something. I need to ask you one question, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
In a game like this, I know you have your normal rotation patterns. But in a game like this, can you afford to have any lineup on the floor without Giannis and Dame? Giannis or Dame?
Mm.
One of them needs to be on the floor. You going 3 minutes, 4 minutes on the floor with neither one of them on. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah, he got to
I don't
See,
tighten
get
that
it.
up.
for me, unfortunately, they didn't give them the star players didn't give them much of anything for the coach to really work with. So at that point,
Mm.
I think he was just grasping at straws. Not until the very end did we actually look like a viable basketball team because everyone was playing like trash. So like I had seen a couple of comments saying that what's wrong with the panel? We're not getting on Dame. I have some fire for Dame.
Mm-hmm.
I am tired now of him kind of keeping it in the first gear until the fourth quarter.
Right.
Like
Laying back.
Yep.
maybe Portland needed that from you. We need you the entire
Great
game,
point.
bro. We need you the entire game. It looked like trash in the beginning. For the people who are saying that, like, again, the Giannis defenders, as if we are attacking Giannis. You know why Giannis gets his name mentioned? Because Giannis is the best player. That's why. And
Exactly.
so if you are playing, you get the most money, you get the most look, you get the most everything. And when you're not playing good, you're gonna get criticized first.
That's right.
Doesn't mean that he
That's right.
played the worst,
Right.
because the worst player on the court today for most of the game was Chris Middleton.
Easily
Middleton
Chris
looked
Middleton.
super washed. He didn't just look washed; he looked super washed.
I don't
Like
know if it
he
was
Super
washed or
literally.
wise.
scared. That was his first real big game playing. They looked shook in the first quarter. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen them look like that. That was crazy.
Mentality.
That was crazy.
Mentality. Just like Brooke Lopez, like I said, the big for nothing thing. You were the biggest dude on the court. There was a play. Again, for me, it's singular moments sometimes that just stick out, and that's a problem I guess that I have. But there was a
But you,
moment where Brooke Lopez was under the rim, and someone hooked his arm
It
and
moved him.
pulled him right out of the way. And instead of him yanking his arm like and get off me, clown, like instead of like treating that dude like the
Physical.
barbecue chicken that he is, as Shaq would say it, he allowed himself to get pulled right out of the way, complained to the ref, didn't get back on defense, and the Celtics ended up shooting the three. You know what the Celtics look like? They look like a rough and tumble team who came in with their hands taped up, ready to bare knuckle box.
And we
And
would
we
come in
looked
there
like
and
a
we came in
team
with as a finesse team.
and was complaining to the refs all game. Damian Lillard was doing it. Yes, there were a gang of times that Damian Lillard went to the rack and got fouled. You complaining to the ref in this moment is not helping us when we're down double digits.
Right.
We're double digits. We're
well,
down double digits. Get back on
well,
defense, man. The same way that you were doing in the end of the fourth quarter. That's what I need you to do
That's
all
what I'm
game.
saying.
So
How we played in the fourth quarter, them last 6 minutes, is how we should be playing moving forward. Same intensity on offense, defense. That's how we should be playing. That's the blueprint. We shut them down in the fourth quarter. We shut them down.
yeah, we
and
did.
maybe
We
that's the
did.
positive. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
I
to cut
Yeah,
you
think.
go
off.
I
ahead.
think. I think. A couple of things. I can't be too hard on Brooke
Hmm.
because there was a point where he was kind of keeping us in the game with time and
Agreed.
shots. He ended up with 28.
Hmm.
Um, but I think that I think Dame. Going back to your point on Dame, uh, tonight is the night where I think Giannis. I think tonight was the night Giannis would have gladly wanted Dame to be
Take over.
aggressive. It because Giannis wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. You can tell the Celtics always have him think in his head. It's just that's
Hmm.
just historically. The Al Horford plays him well, and I think tonight is the night that Dame should have read the situation. And said, "Yo,
I need to be
I need to
aggressive.
be I need to be aggressive." And listen, he went to the hoop, but I think there were plenty of times he could have pulled up uh, from the three, just allow himself to get into a rhythm. Um, but listen, tonight was just listen. It was a good test. We kind of found out where we were, and if anybody was getting a little puffed up over the 5 game winning streak, they're back down to earth. They say, okay, we gotta get back on our grind. We got to get back on our grind. But I think a couple things I did like. Uh, Ajax was not scared at all.
Agreed.
He
He,
he did not act like a rookie. He was wolfing at folks. He was D'ing up. He hit a three, and I think he may have made one mistake I saw in the game.
that was no
But
real mistake. Yeah, I know what you thought. That
yeah,
wasn't nothing heavy though. That wasn't nothing heavy.
yeah, and me personally, I know Pat is got some he did a couple good things lately, but I think this is a game where Pat he's I think this is a game that Ajax should get some more minutes, some of Pat's
Agreed.
minutes. Yeah, I
Agreed.
really
I'll
do.
go one
I
step
really do.
further.
He had
Go ahead.
I'll
seven.
go
He
one
had
step
eight. He
further.
played 8 minutes, had 7 points. Connaughton played
I,
20 minutes and had 3 points.
I'll go
What?
one step further. Beasley, move out of the way, bro. Move out of the way. He is not better than Ajax. Move out of the way. I'm not saying going so far as to say you got to get
Ah!
off the team. Move out of the way, man. Move out of the way. Ajax is out there. Like, if the one redeeming quality you have is that you can hit shots and get super hot, then you have to be super hot all the time.
Yeah, you got to
Else,
be
why
Yoga Flame all the time. You got to be Yoga
all
Flame
the
because your
time?
defense is Matador defense. He ain't guard
When
nobody. He ain't guard
when
nobody.
when Jaylen Brown is holding you off, your whole body off with one arm and going up for the shot, and he's little boying you. You
Right.
understand? That's a bad
Yeah.
look. Like that's on camera. I'm sitting there watching it. I wish I could defend that. Because I'm a Bucks fan. I don't want that to
Y'all hearing
I
all
don't
this
want
good
that to
game. Let's
be
get
out
them
there
likes
for us.
up, Bucks Nation. Let's get them
The
likes
dude
up.
was holding you off with one
The
arm.
vets in here dropping
You know how
real
soft
knowledge.
that looks?
Yeah.
And the rookie was out there not sitting there getting right up in Tatum's face and the rest of it. And the rookie needs his time. Beasley, you need to move out the way. And
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
even a Beasley thing. That's a coach thing.
Yeah.
Are
We
you
can't
not
just
see?
hold
Why
the
is it that
players
you're not
accountable.
seeing it?
We have to hold the coaching staff accountable. It's not just the players because the coaching staff is what's supposed to be preparing them and giving them the game plan that they're supposed to execute. And to me, that didn't happen. I think the players just got fed up in the fourth quarter and said, "We're about to start hooping." And that's the mentality
Yeah.
they should have had
Yeah.
from the door. When they walked into
From
TD
Jump Street.
Ameritrade Center, they should have had, "We about to get it cracking off the gate." You shouldn't, like you said, Mr. Smith, you shouldn't need to get punched in the mouth. And that's happened too many times this season where a team will hop out us in the first quarter, second quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, it's going to take Dame time or Giannis to go crazy for us to win. Why can't we take that philosophy and mentality that we're having in the fourth quarter and impose our will from the beginning of the game? Why don't you want to get out early? What
I don't
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But I saw the same thing with the Wizards. The Wizards are barely NBA team, right? And we were
barely,
losing like
barely. They might
12 to
lose to
4 to
Kentucky.
them. And we were losing 12 to 4 to them or something like that
Yeah, it
before
was
we decided
crazy,
to
right?
play. Like it's a mentality thing, and this is through two coaches now. So I'm both really aggravated right now and optimistic
At the
because
same time, right?
right because when they do get punched in the mouth, they do seem to figure it out. Brooks, Disney World self, actually starts to move with the ball towards the rim and playing like a big man. But you got to get punched in the face for 3 quarters before that happens.
Yeah.
That's the
Can we
problem.
get?
Yeah.
Can we get that
Yeah.
all game? Because you know who has that all game? Boston.
Boston, right?
Boston got
Yeah.
that punch you
Yeah.
in the face attitude. You know who else has that? And they are far less talented than Boston. Miami has that
Right.
punch you in the face attitude
That grit,
all game.
that
You know who
nastiness.
doesn't have that? We sitting on the sideline right now brushing
Yeah.
our waves, man. There's
That's
too
where
many
people
guys
say
who
that a
would,
PJ Tucker, we needed a PJ Tucker type
Hey.
of player, somebody with some
Hey.
nastiness.
I want to talk about Coach Griffin for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before that, let me just say, Bobby usually doesn't play a lot when in this matchup, and I can see why. He forced it a couple of times, just trying to get in the mix. You can't do that, and there should be a rule on the team because a cardinal rule was broken by Beauchamp and by Beasley tonight. When you're on a semi break,
pull up
and
three. I know exactly
Giannis
what you're saying.
Giannis is in the middle running with his hands out.
You
Give
don't
up
hit
the
the
ball
ball.
to Giannis in the middle of the court. You
Pull up
gotta
three.
do that. You gotta do that.
Step
That's
Now,
today's
as far as
NBA though. That's how Steph has ruined the game. That's today's NBA. They will pass up a layup and kick it out for three.
Now, but
see, I
that
knew
should get you.
exactly
That
what
should
you
get
was
you.
talking
That should
about as
get you
soon as you
benched
said it.
on the Bucks. That should get you benched on the
On the-
Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo on your team. But here's another thing, Griffin. Let's look at. I've seen Giannis under Kid, and I've seen him under Bud. I have never seen Giannis go at a coach like he goes at Griff. I don't know, man. Honestly, if it if it's if the respect factor is where it should be, because remember Giannis used to ask him, "Why won't you guard this person? Why don't you?" He's like, "Well, I got to listen to the coach. I do what the coach tells me to do." And remember, the Europeans don't go against coaches. They're very respectful, and when it comes to their coaches. And for some reason, a couple of times this season, maybe more than a couple of times, Giannis didn't like being taken out. This time, I don't know if you saw the replay. Griffin tried to dap him up. He had his hand out. Giannis walked past his hand. Go back to replay,
Mm.
Yeah, that's a
and
bad look.
sat on the table and woofed at him. I've never seen Giannis do that.
That's a
Ever.
bad look. But I don't know.
And that's
There
that
could be
player's
other
coach.
things
That's why you
going.
got to balance out sometimes being a player's coach. 'Cause now they thinking they y'all friends, and there's not that
Yeah,
hierarchy. You know what I'm saying?
that might have
That's
to
when
be a
that
closed
happens.
door set. That might
And
have to be
Griffith's
a
going.
closed door
Griffith's going
session.
back. Griffith's going back at him. He was going back at him. So, So I don't. This could be healthy, but yet, I don't know. I think Griffin. There's a balance between listening to your players and letting the inmates, so to speak, run their
The
silence.
silent, and that's what it feels like. Yep,
You
agreed.
gotta be
But I
you gotta be
also
careful
think,
about that.
and I like to offer a perspective with that one, right? I also think that Giannis is older now too, so it's not an apples to apples comparison, right?
Right.
So especially under Kid, Giannis was still like a damn near teenager playing under him, and did not have the cachet to say anything back to Jason Kidd because he
Mm.
wasn't Giannis then
Yeah, he
at
didn't
that
have
point.
all the hardware.
Right, and even with Bud, really, Bud got him his first championship. Prior to that, Giannis didn't have that, cachet to really buck with Bud either.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is also coming off of one of, and here we go again. Mr. Smith will be the villain, but it's the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last time we saw Giannis in the playoffs, right, that last game was a bad look for him. You know what I mean? He was going to the free throw line. And that's not to say that he's always going to be like that. He had one
Mm-hmm.
of the greatest, to
Ever.
me, he had the greatest closeout game in finals history, right?
Right.
So we know that what he's capable of. But the last time he played, the only reason I'm even bringing it up is because it played in his head. You know he was hot to get back with these guys when we got put out of the first round
Mm-hmm.
4-1, when he couldn't even participate in all the games because of injury, and when the last time. So he really, really kind of wants to put pedal to metal and go forward. That's why a lot of the things that he was saying this offseason were a little out of character, not necessarily bad, but just eyebrow raising. No, it's not a guaranteed thing that I come back to Milwaukee. Not if I don't see these guys are sold out on winning and all that kind of stuff. That raised everybody's eyebrows. So it's like the stakes have been risen with him, and when you play a game like they did tonight, and they looked as soft as they did in the first quarter.
It's cottonelle tissue.
Right.
Yeah,
Charmin. Right. Right.
right.
Exactly. Agreed.
And he wasn't playing great. He was playing aggressive. He is never going to have the problem with being called soft. He might be aggressive and out of control and a bull in the
Mm-hmm.
china shop and all those kinds of things. Those are things that, but he'll never be like someone who is just like, the lights are too bright. I'm missing wide open layups
Right.
and whatnot, and I'm the biggest person on the court and I'm getting pushed out of the way by a point guard and all the rest of that. I'm being held off with one arm and I'm a professional athlete and all the rest of this. Like that's not him. So like you can't take me out of the game. You take me out of the game, we are going to collapse in on ourselves. That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but like but again, it's a
Hold on
terrible
one
look
second,
the
Joe. I
way
just
that
want
it
to
was.
address this comment. I think this is a good comment what y'all was talking about. Stacy just said y'all see Griff getting in Giannis's ass, and I think that's
Yeah.
what we're all talking about because coaches really haven't really been holding him accountable like that. And I think that Griff, that's why there might be friction, is because Griffin pulled him when he wasn't moving the ball. He called that timeout and pulled him out the game. So maybe Giannis is frustrated, and that's why they was going back and forth. Good comment, Stacy. Good comment,
Well,
Yeah.
Stacy.
well, let me say this. Uh, with everything that with tonight, with coming out looking like a deer in the headlights, missing probably 15 shots at the rim they normally would make, with defense for a good part of the game looking like Swiss cheese. We lost by 3 points.
That's what I'm saying. Agree, B
If
Shack.
all we have to do is play like we normally play and tighten up, and we can play with this team, but it's going to take the
Mental.
right temperament. It
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with skill, it's the temperament. So, looking perspective, it's not as bad as it may seem because with all of that, we only lost by 3 points.
Right. That's true. That's it. So that's the positive. We lost.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get off here so you can get to these comments, okay?
My bad, y'all. Let me see what's going on. There we go. We should be good now. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I think we should be good now. I don't know what happened there. I might have hit something. My bad. Thank you. I got you. We back. We back. We should be back, y'all. My bad. My bad, y'all. We should be back. Let me tap it back in. Hey, can you hear me, B Shack? Hey, can you hear me?
Just call the yeah, I just tapped in to let you know your sound needs to
Okay.
be
Yeah, I
unmuted.
might have hit
That's
some. I
all.
appreciate you, B Shack. All right. Thank you, sir. Salute.
Okay,
All
peace.
right. We should be good on sound now, ladies and gentlemen. We should be good. Everything is telling me we good. Let me check the chat. Okay, we good. Hey, Mr. Fuentes, what's good, famo? Shout out to my man. What up, Hafiz? Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Unfortunately, it's after a Bucks loss, but we straight, bro. We good. We good. Damn, I missed all of these mutes. My bad, y'all. I appreciate y'all. My bad. Let me get to the comments. I see you, Pam. Appreciate that super chat too. Let me get to the rest of these comments. Let me scroll back up. My bad about the audio issues. Oh yeah, y'all popping on. I see you, Amtrax. Mr. 414 said you right, Mr. Smith. Gibson Nicholas said, hey, B-Shack, what's good? The truth, my boy, said Dark Kent, that's because the team is built wrong. The team is supposed to be built off how Giannis plays, not against what Giannis, not what Giannis does. Right. I feel you on that. Clark Sports Media said Holiday always plays well against Dame. He did not play well tonight, sir. And Dame ended up having almost 30. Shout out to you, Clark Sports Media. Pam, what's good? Dame was awful and has not played 4 quarters yet. I'm not gonna give him credit for hero ball in the fourth. Play 4 quarter and they win. All play bad, not just Giannis. Yeah, the whole team played bad. Agree. But what I'm saying, Pam, the way we played in them last few minutes is how we should be playing permanently. That was great. That 4th quarter we played really well. Pam, I'm not on that. I'm saying the whole team played bad, and if we're gonna blame anybody for not showing up, Giannis at least got 20. Dame got 20. Lopez got 20. Middleton gave us nothing. Middleton is the person that we should be. Take Giannis out of this. Take Lopez out of this. Take Dame out of this. Middleton failed us tonight. Middleton didn't give us anything, and he was coming off some strong performances. Middleton gave us nothing and also was getting destroyed defensively. Let's be clear. He was getting destroyed. Middleton was if I need to hang my hat on anyone for this loss, I would hang it on Middleton if I had to hang it on a player. He played terrible tonight. Terrible. Yeah, Pam, that was it. We missed so many bunnies and layups. It was nerves, y'all. I'm not saying they was scared. I just think they was too hyped to play, and nerves got the best of them. And then Drew coming in, talking to him, and then talking to Dame on the court. It was too much emotion going on. I think we'll be ready for the tactics next time, and I think you'll see a much different Bucks team in 5-serve form in front of friends and family, and that I assure you. That I assure you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, got a plan, Stan. We not doing that, fam. Come on, bro. Relax. Clark Sports Media said Milwaukee is 23 on defense right now. Plus, Griffin is not a championship coach. They should get Nurse or Ime. Well, that's not going to happen, unfortunately, and we're going to ride this out. And I think that Griffin will rise to the occasion. And you got to go through something to get to something. OG always told me that. It ain't going to always be easy. You got to go through some adversity to get to the promised land. And these type of games are what you need to battle through and learn from. We weren't going to go 82-0. There's going to be hiccups. This is a learning process for everyone. Everything is different from last year. Key players are gone. Coaching staff gone. This is all brand new. And with that being said, we're still 5 games above 500 early in the season. We have a lot to hang our head on that's positive. And again, we didn't just get ran out the building. They played well, and they didn't run us out the building. We bit down in the 4th and got back in this game and almost won this game. So we have the tools to beat them. We just need to play, like someone said, all 4 quarters. We need to figure out how to get this done for 4 quarters. That's what it is. Period. The truth said, Dark Kent, they don't have to change up. Giannis build the team correctly. You've been saying that for a while, the truth. You definitely consistent on that. Damn, why my mouse just hopped down like that? Give me a second. Lost my mouse for a minute. Let me get into these comments. Yeah, we're all right, Bucks Nation. Yeah, I don't know where Mr. Cool at today. I'm surprised he ain't in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Cool. Somebody said we need PJ Tucker. I don't know if we need. I was just using that in this example. We just need some toughness. Andre Jackson Jr. brings the same level of defense and toughness that PJ Tucker brings. They just need to play him the right amount of minutes for Andre Jackson Jr. That's just all that is. I know more than you. Say Giannis keeps getting outplayed by. Al Horford had a couple of hot minutes. He never outplays Giannis. He had a couple of little buckets. What up, Tony Jackson? Tony Jackson said, "What killed us is throwing the ball away, and what happened to the pass. And Bucks showed their hand, so I know they can play better than this." Absolutely, Tony Jackson. We played terrible and almost won. Janet MOC, what's good, Janet? Boston's supposed to have top 5 defense and offense, while the Bucks is the fifth from the bottom defense and came within 4 points of a win. Thank you. That's the silver lining. Thank you, Janet. There's definitely positives from this performance. Definitely positive. Dark Kent said Drew guarded Giannis most of the game. That was personal. We gave up on him over Littleton. No. We didn't give up on him. I don't think that Portland wanted Middleton, to keep it real. I think that's why it took so long for the deal to get done. Shout out to Pass. Great comment. It's a marathon, not a sprint. 67 games still to play. Absolutely. Mario Lunar said, how do you feel about Griffin's rotations? It's a little questionable at times. It's a little questionable. I would say that, Mario. St. Lucian woman said the game was pure emotion for Bucks core. Playing against Drew was uncomfortable for the guy. I completely agree with that. Daddy Phil said we good. I agree. I think we're good. This is a learning experience. Amtrak said, Daniel, put the Bleacher Report link in here. Agreed. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, put that Bleacher Report link up in there too, so the people know to get at you. Jay Delapez was good. They must take this opportunity to learn from mistakes, go back to the drawing board, and come back stronger. Easy. That's it. This is not panic, you guys. This isn't panic. We shouldn't panic. This was just a bad game, and even with that being said, like, we didn't get blown out the building. As good as they are defensively, we turned up on them, and when it mattered most, which is in the fourth, we almost won this. If we got a couple of foul calls to go our way, we might have won this game playing C- basketball. Let's put that into perspective, ladies and gentlemen. We were playing C- basketball and almost beat this team playing C- basketball. So what's going to happen when we're playing B+ basketball? A-. You think Boston can beat us? Absolutely not. We shot terrible from 3. I mean, this was just a bad game, but we still galvanized enough to make a run at these dudes. Boston ain't, man, they not no world beaters like that, man. I'm not shook. Y'all shouldn't be either. I'm not shook. And I'm dead serious about that. I'm not shook. Y'all shouldn't be either. Ridiculous. We just didn't bring energy early enough. What up, Eli? The Bucks just need to keep getting used to each other and clean up the defense. Keep playing Marjan and Andre Jackson. Get Middleton off the restriction. I think we'll take Boston next time. I agree. Boston ain't scary like that. They not. I'm not scared. We played bad. It happens. Jay Lewis said Ajax needs to be out there for defense right away, not for a couple of minutes in the second quarter. This rotation needs to be better along with this defense. Yeah, Griffin is going to have to... I don't know if it's loyalty or management. We going to have to start making the tough decisions, and maybe, Pat Beasley going to have to take a little bit of a step back to let these young guys get some run, because they have way more upside and the defense. So we going to have to get that figured out. We're going to definitely have to get that figured out. These rotations are a little scary. Tony Jackson said, we missed a lot of bunnies, bro. We missed a lot of bunnies. Tanisha said, yes, girl, I was so frustrated. Everybody frustrated. That's why we on here to vent. And let's get them likes up, y'all. We got 74 likes in the building. Appreciate it, Bucks Nation. Let's try to get those to 80 likes, y'all. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Lee Bruce said 100 at the truth. Hey, at the truth, I saw that comment earlier about Giannis playing center. I get what you're saying, but I don't think Giannis likes playing center. I think he mentioned something like that in the game before. He don't like playing center. But I get what you're saying. What up, Brenda? Yeah. What up, Brenda? Started out too slow. Absolutely. Mario Luna said, appreciate the fight, but the first half was frustrating. They need to not let up against a team like Boston. I still believe they can beat Boston. Oh, yeah. We just showed. Yeah, bro, when we were just dialed in, we was on their head. They was shook. The truth said Milwaukee can beat Boston easily. Milwaukee worse, Boston struggles to win. Miami, their best is a beatdown for Boston. Thank you, the truth. That's the positive. That's why I'm not really why I'm just disappointed because I know they wanted to win this game and I know they had this circle, and for them to just lay an egg like that in the first half is gonna eat at them. And I hope it's motivation moving forward. And we got to get Jackson Jr. and Beauchamp more minutes. I know Beasley that had a couple hot games. I know Pat had a few games, but I'm with the youth movement at this point. I'm with the youth movement. I'm with the youth. I'm with the youth at this point, y'all. Deco 123 says Celtics are a regular season team. They have starters playing 34 plus minutes. They can't survive an entire series like that. Mark my words, I'm not worried about them. Me either. Salute. My boy Sal Cali said, "What up? Dame starting? Why Dame starting the fourth quarter so late? It's so frustrating." Yeah, I agree. Dame has to be in these type of games. Dame needs to be aggressive off rip. Dame needs to be aggressive and looking for a shot off rip. Him and Giannis. Patricia P said, we won the final 3 quarters, 99-90. So it was the first quarter that did it. So yeah, we could never recover. We could never recover. Chris B was good. Andre Jackson special. I completely agree. He's very special. Very special player. Kenny Mack said the whole team lost this one. I agree. This wasn't just a one-person thing. This was this was a team effort in losing this. Dark Kent said Drew don't need to score. His key skill set is defense. Yeah, but he didn't shut nobody down tonight. RJ Back said, you wait till chemistry and defense start to mesh. This is Boston ceiling. Facts, we can improve. Absolutely. Shout out to my boy RJ Back. Right out there in the UK, tapping in. Hey, Gibson, you gonna tap in, bro? You ain't tapped in yet today. Shout out to Gibson out there in the Bahamas. What up, Teron? Amtrak said, what's good, Bucks Nation? All around bad game because of a terrible start, but good teacher moments from this game. I'm liking the positive swing to this. I'm liking the positive swing. Absolutely. Shout out to Amtrak, aka Beats by the Pound. Any type of beat you hear is coming straight from Amtrak. Shout out to my guy. Jay Dalapez said they must take this opportunity to learn from the mistake, go back to the drawing board, and come back stronger. Thank you, Jay Dalapez. Absolutely. Y'all see there's the positivity now? We shouldn't look at this as like, oh, we lost. We did lose, but how did we lose? The silver lining is how we played in the fourth. That's the silver line. Boston was played very well today, and they barely beat us. They barely beat us, and we were playing C- basketball. That's why Bucks Nation, just take a step back and calm down. We're good. We're good. We just played C- basketball and gave Boston all they could handle. And they was getting everything they wanted. They weren't, the officiating wasn't helping us. Nothing was going our way, and we barely lost. We're okay, ladies and gentlemen. This just game hurts because we all wanted this win. We all wanted this win. And I know it hurts, but hopefully it hurts the Bucks players more. And when they play them again, they remember the feeling from tonight's game and how they played in the first quarter, and they right their wrongs. That's what we hoping. And I think they can do it. But Griffin is going to have to make the tough decision on these rotations and be like, hey, Beauchamp and Ajax going to get the majority of the minutes tonight, y'all. And let's see what happened. He's been placating to some of the vets too long. The young gunners are ready, especially Andre Jackson Jr. He's ready to start now, period. I know he's been kind of messing with it and had him start a few games, but he needs to start, period. Period. The truth said, Abadoya, we didn't lose because of Giannis. We lost because we didn't run that big man attack until late in the game. Agreed. Hey, but the truth, I've been saying, bro, we need to be going into the post, bro. I don't understand why we don't do it. I don't know if it's coaching, philosophy, or what it is, but I've been saying that. Shout out to the truth. We on the same page, fam. For real, for real. On the up and up, the Bucks fought back. Hopefully they will learn how to beat the Celtics. Agreed. St. Lucian woman, what's good? The game was pure emotion for the Bucks court. Playing against Drew was uncomfortable for the guy. Think I got that earlier. Just want to make sure I got everybody comments. Let me scroll down here. My boy Gibson said the Bucks need to do more ball movements and passing it and protecting the paint. Agreed. Shout out to my boy Gibson. Proper G said, why wasn't Greek feet Tatum shaking my hair? Griff was out coaching like Bud tonight. I don't want to say Bud, but he was doing some Bud-ish things for sure. Tanisha said, exactly, Gibson. Shout out to you, Tanisha. Dre West, what's good, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Boston just have our number, fam. Still early, though. We played bad, though, Dre. I don't want to say they got it. We just played bad. We can beat these dudes. I know more than you said. Dame gonna have words with Giannis. I just hope they have words with each other and learn from this and learn from tonight, bro. I don't want no static, no friction, but we need to learn from tonight's performance. Chris B said, you can't trade Lindell. He a two-way. Don't nobody want Lindell. Fletcher 12 said, hanging out drinking Fiji water. You on one tonight. I'm just saying, bro. He, you know what I'm saying? He took their guard down. Man, that was some 48 laws of power stuff. I know that game. I do that. Jeff, what's good, bro? Hey, Jeff, you feeling better, bro? I hope you got over that flu. Said you lost your internet connection. Glad you tapped back in. My boy Francis said the truth. Right, Bucks need algebraic center to do fast movement. Right, yeah. We need it. I've been saying we need a change of pace. We definitely need a change of pace. The truth said people is really tripping off this game. We lost by 3 at our worst. I'm not worried about no ball. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. The truth. Lee Bruce said that the rest were horrendous, man. They're always bad. I'm always complaining about the. I'm just. It is what it is. I just expect it now. I don't even get mad. I expect it. Sal Cali says, Mr. Smith talking about how Dame was so frustrated with Giannis' shot selection. Giannis has tunnel vision sometimes. That's all. They'll figure that out. All our problems are very fixable. All our problems are extremely fixable. So we just don't need to panic. I just know this is a game we all had circled early in the season as a barometer test, and we kind of passed and we kind of failed. You get what I'm saying? Because the silver lining to me, I'm always going to draw is that how we played in the fourth. I'm always going to draw to that. It's how we played in the fourth. That's really what the big thing is on the positive side. Dark Kent said Dame was whining too much to the ref. Yeah, because before this Boston game, he was going to the line 10 times and getting his calls. And then all of a sudden he doesn't get any calls against Boston. I would be hot too, Dark Kent. Let's not act like Dame don't average 10 free throws a game and then all of a sudden he don't get no calls. It was some shadiness in play. Definitely some shadiness in play. Daniel Joseph said, Chitty be charged. Yeah, he do. Oh, yeah, Chitty be supercharged. Shout out to my boy Chitty. Clark Sports Media said Dame didn't play well. Yeah, the team, no one played well. Jimmy Roller said, yeah, I agree. And we're playing the Brooks' weakness is not his strength. Yeah, it's just simple. Griffin gonna have to get it together, man. He gotta tighten up a little bit. He's doing some good things, but he gotta tighten up. Let's see here. I'm just gonna call you Faj. Said, bro, Giannis makes his average shots, we win. Also, Dame, if we would have made that dunk, could have been a different game. That's what I'm saying. It was a couple of small plays, and we only lost by a couple of buckets. So that's why I'm saying let's pump the brakes on all the worries. Dame played bad. Giannis, the team played bad. Bobby P gave us nothing tonight. And we were still hanging around. And Bobby P is a walking double-double. And he only had, 5 points tonight, Bobby P? Bobby P had 4 points in 21 minutes. I mean, just think about that. One of our key, a 6-man of the year candidate played bad. And we were still hanging around. We're okay, y'all. We are fine. I wish Pam. Hey, Pam, you still in the chat to drop some stats? I ain't seen no stats from Pam or Eliza today. The Truth said Lopez finally did a job tonight, but he also showed why we need a faster elite center. Yeah. But we've been on that since the summertime, The Truth. John Jackson said Beasley's a liability. Absolutely, defensively. He's terrible. Jay Lewis said the refs were allowing a little too much in tonight's game. That's because they don't like the Bucks. It is regular. They don't like the Bucks. My boy Abadoye said we can't be patient with Griffin. He won't make any good changes. We giving him 20 games, Abadoye. 20 games. We're still we're 10-5. We're 10-5. We're good. We're good. Trust me. Fletcher 12 said I love Chitty's commentary. Hey, my boy Chitty be passionate. Hey, Chitty's saying it from his chest. He's saying it from his chest. Warren Price co-signed John Jackson. Said facts. I know more than you. Said, hey, yo, Mr. Smith, you were right. Milwaukee Black said, bro, we've been saying the same for 2 weeks. Switch Jackson for Beasley. It will be no more slow start. Middleton, Beasley, and Dame is a terrible combo against wings and guards. Been saying it for weeks, bro. Fire said need the offense to flow through Dame like in the fourth. That's gonna open up a can of worms, sir. Warren Price said I don't blame Griff. Okay. John Jackson said Chris is washed. I feel like it's becoming more and more clear. Dude had surgery in early 2023. It's almost Christmas in a month and dude barely plays or is sitting. Hold on now, y'all. We're not going to do this to Chris like that. Chris was playing well until this game. Chris laid an egg at the worst possible moment. But he's been playing well until today. Today, he just looked slow and washed. But we were just commenting how good Middleton's been playing. Even Cynthia was like, hey, I got to fall back on going in on Middleton. And Patricia. The queens of the chat that usually bomb on Middleton were giving him credit. So I know he was playing well. He just played bad at the worst possible time. And we needed his production tonight. Chris's production is the difference in this game. Or lack thereof production is the difference in this game. If Chris gets us 16-17, we win this game. Fire said he agreed that JJ Middleton is past his prime. He's definitely past his prime. I just don't think he looked washed today, but I don't think he's washed, if that makes sense. What up, LaFonso? What up, bro? We played bad, but it's still in the game, right? Absolutely. Shout out to LaFonso. Milwaukee Black said, I love you, Giannis, but bro, but you asked for a second star and Dame is here. Giannis wasn't in your it wasn't your night. Humble yourself and let Dame cook. Dame wasn't cooking either tonight, though. Dame wasn't cooking tonight either. He was trash in the first quarter. Dame was trash. Dame was taking shots. He was just trash in the first quarter. They were just all trash first quarter. No one. It was like they didn't come off the bus until the second quarter. I'm not gonna blame Giannis for this. Dame, it was a team effort in blowing this. But like I said, if I'm going to hang my hat on one player that didn't show up, it was Chris Middleton. We don't even need to talk about anybody else. Patricia P said that Mr. Smith, facts. We keep proving these fools right. Yep. What up, Timothy? Said Chris Middleton, Bobby Porter's played awful tonight. Absolutely. Bobby P gave us nothing. And you know Bobby P defense is already suspect. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. That's all we're saying. Everyone played badly and they still almost won. I'm not worried about the Celtics. Me either. How good are the Celtics if they can't punish us if we playing C- basketball? How good really are the Celtics? Not worried about them. We just can't we just didn't we just weren't focused in the first quarter. It was, I think it was the emotions, the Drew. We got too friendly with Drew and it got us unfocused. And that's what he's supposed to do. Get to some more of these comments. GID said, love Chris. He looked cooked out there. Yeah, he didn't look his best. He definitely didn't look his best. B-Shack said Chris has lost the ability to stay in front of players. He's a liability on defense. I just don't want to just say Chris washed. This was just one bad game. Chris has been solid until this point. He's been solid. Pam, I said it too, Pam. Dame was trash. Agreed. He was definitely trash. He tightened up in the fourth, but he was trash early. Fletcher 12 said, bottom line, the Bucks got to make Tatum and Brown work on defense. They actually have the advantage. Agreed. Jimmy Rose said, how's Dame trash? No, he's not trash. He played trash in that first quarter for sure. He played terrible the first half, definitely. He didn't play well in the first half, Jimmy Roller. You can look at the stats. He did not play good in the first half. Pam said Dame was awful, has not played 4 quarters. I'm not giving him credit for hero ball in the fourth quarter, and they win. All play bad, not just Giannis. Yep, agreed. Want to make sure I got that from you, Pam. I don't know why it's moving me. Amtrak said Bucks need to figure out who to run the offense through to beat the elite teams. That's along with slow starts is the reason they lost. That's a great point. That's a great point. They have to, they got to figure out how this offense is going to run through. I agree. Pam said Horst is working magic right now after this game. AJ should have played all game. Facts! To have a defender in the lineup is coaching malpractice. Hey, Pam is spitting, y'all. Pam is spitting. Let's get them likes up, y'all. We got 84. Let's see if we can get to 90. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Dale Joseph said we need to play size with size. Agreed. What up, Underground Hub? If Dame could just hit his shots early, he lets Giannis get more space in the paint. That's a good point, too. That's a good point. He was broke. Stacy said they did look shook. Yeah, it was like the lights was too bright. I don't know what was going on. They didn't wake up really until, what, second quarter? Maybe at third quarter? They just look like, I don't know. I ain't seen them look like that before. It was kind of wild. Got a plan stance and Ajax didn't play enough. Absolutely not. He definitely didn't play enough. That was crazy. Okay, are y'all done? Hold on. Chat, are y'all done with Chris? Chris just had one bad game and y'all already ready to throw him out. Y'all done with Chris? Y'all was just giving Chris praise. Now y'all done? Come on, y'all. Don't be like that with Chris. Pam said refs were trash. Giannis is not getting the calls he usually gets this season. The refs are always bad, Pam. I complain about the refs every game to the point I just stopped complaining. My boy Hafiz said the refs didn't make any calls our way. They sure didn't, sir. They sure didn't. Mr. 414 said, but who had the ball in his hand in the fourth quarter? That's all I'm saying. What are you saying, Mr. 414? Elaborate, sir. I want you to say what you're trying to say, sir. Janet MOC was goody. To be honest, everyone was getting cooked on defense, not just Middleton. That's fair. Come on, bro. This dude said Dame is trash. Come on, sir. Come on, we're not going to do that. Come on, Clark Sports. Green Ranger, my mans. What's good, Green Ranger? Some guys are unplayable. Bobby Portis and Beasley. Chris doesn't have the lateral quickness anymore. Chris, they at your neck. At your neck. It's blood in the water for Chris Middleton now. I see blood in the water. What up, Dwiz Dwarf? Shout out to Dwiz Dwarf. Always popping up with good information. Always chopping it up with my man Dwiz Dwarf. All I got to say is that we lost by 2 playing poorly, and we barely at the 20 game mark. We still figuring it out. Absolutely. Shout out to Dwiz Dwarf. That's my man's right there. Ooh. Bucks Nation, how do y'all feel about this comment? Sal Colley said, we're not going to talk about Bobby and how he never shows up in big games. I've been saying it for years. I don't know what that's about. There's validity to that comment. Shout out to Sal Cali. Antrax said that John Jackson analytics. Yeah, I hate analytics. Ruining the game. Pam, we've been saying this ad nauseum about the lineups. Yes, 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 they need to fix these lineups. Just start the young guys. Quit messing around, Griffin. You're a first-year coach. You think you're playing with you? If you don't go ahead and bench who you need to bench and put Ajax in the game, anytime he's in the game is impactful. Beauchamp is in the game, it's impactful. AJ Green coming there, he's gunning. Stop messing around. Trent, what's good? The lag on Mr. Smith is crazy. I didn't see no lag. Got a plan stand said Pat was booty again. I'll try to make sure if I can have some stats of internet connections and see if it's lagging. But I didn't see no lag, bro. Pam said I came out this game pissed off. They're stupid play, but I'm encouraged because they played awful and almost won. I'm not worried about the Celtics at all. Nope. Trent said, my bad. This must have been on my end. Okay. He said he had to hit refresh. Okay, got you. Yeah, I was like, I didn't see no lag. My boy Brandon said we'll have to figure out and get someone to get on fire in the first quarter until the fourth. That's the thing. We've only played one game, I think, which was the Raptors, where we played good all 4 quarters for the most part. We still putting it together. We're still putting it together. Tanisha said playing from behind has always frustrated me with the Bucks. Same here. Same here. Patricia P said that's why they need Ajax inserted into the starter lineup for that intense dog mentality. I agree. Green Ranger said, don't blame Marjan. I told you guys this is what happens when you don't play. If he was playing with Giannis and the starters, he would be past these mistakes. Let's keep Beasley on Tatum. Facts. Stacy said, and after that happened, Giannis took a playoff in transition where he normally would have got out or ran. It was weird seeing that from Giannis. He was definitely frustrated. I agree with you, Stacy. Nick Loden was good. He has to change the starter lineup and they playing soft. Yes, Griffin. Please, bro, stop messing around. What are you trying to prove playing Beasley and Connaughton big minutes? What are you proving, bro? Tighten up out there, fam. Tighten up. That was crazy. But like I said, y'all, even with everything going on, y'all, we're still straight. We're still, I mean, we barely lost. It's not like we got ran out of the auditorium or the gym. We're good. This was just a tough loss because we all wanted this win so bad, especially with the momentum. We just wanted this win so bad. So I feel the frustration. My boy, hey, AB, you got to tap in again soon, bro. You ain't tapped in a minute. Middleton and for DeRozan and Vukovic. Middleton and Pat. Middleton, Pat, and whoever. Y'all want to get rid of Middleton right off. Green Ranger said the starting lineup needs more size, length, and athleticism on the wing. Agreed, Green Ranger. The truth, agreed. Hey, the truth, you're going to have to tap in on the live one of these days, bro. Nick Loden said Giannis needs a guard Jason Tatum. Yeah, when he needs to guard him when he start getting hot or if he start cooking. Yeah, Giannis should be on him for a change of pace. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with you there, bro. I agree. Mr. 414 said Giannis has to be held accountable too. We can't just give him passes when he's playing terrible. Everyone should be held accountable. Agreed. Nino Boom was good. Giannis was playing like poop. Griff did the right thing. Mr. Smith said I fell out of the live. Bad feed on my end. Okay. No worries, Mr. Smith. Pam said Dame needs to get it together and play 4 quarters. I need a 4-quarter game out of him. He's had some. Damn, my bad about that audio stuff. That was crazy. Got a plan. Stan said he gonna cook for like 5 minutes before he realized. You already know, bro. Sometimes I be tapping. That's why I be, hey, Daniel, hey, when my sound ain't working, you gotta hop in the live. So I appreciate the super chat from Stacy and B Shack calling back in. When my sound ain't working, I'm blacking out, y'all. I'm not looking at the chat. You gotta call, just tap in the live. You don't even gotta show your face. Just tap in like, hey, the sound ain't working. Something happened, fam. Cause I will not see the chat because I'm blacking out. I got tunnel vision. So my bad, y'all. For sure, like Amara. Yeah, my bad. For sure, like he snapped on. I hate when that happened. Jay Delavan said, Coach Bud trying to silence us is hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me get to the rest of these comments. Lee Bruce said, Amber been saying we got 2 clutch bucket getters with the postseason track records of getting it done in the 4th quarters. And Cash Money Middleton and Dame Down. That's the thing. Middleton can get it cooking in the playoffs. He can get it cooking. hey, Hafiz said you was cooking on mute. Bro, I do that every once in a while. Stop, I black out. I'll be talking with my hand. I hit this mute button here, and I'll still be rapping. And I'm trying to keep it where I can get I got this little audio thing. If I can try to get it pinned so I can see. But appreciate that. Oh, hey, Mr. Cool, we was looking for you, Mr. Cool. What's good, Bucks Nation? Shout out to Mr. Cool, the legend, if you don't know. I like that. RJ Back said, when a Saiyan gets defeated, they come back stronger. Shout out to the DBZ. That's it. Steel sharpens steel. Steel sharpens steel. Pam said 4th quarter is awesome, but got to do it 4 quarters. Absolutely. Mrs. Smith said, it's all good, Mrs. Smith. We appreciate you was able to tap in, sir. Othello said, this is going to make them better. I see a long streak coming. I agree, too. They got punched in the mouth, not just literally, but figuratively. I think they understand what they need to do now. Patricia P said the Celtics coach intentionally sent Drew in the Bucks locker room before the game. Absolutely. Man, this is art of war tactics and 48 laws of power. I use some of this stuff. I know exactly what they doing. I use that to disengage people when I'm trying to get some free stuff, talking to people on the phone or whatever. There's all these little tactics you can use. Yeah, that was smart. That was smart. My boy Dwizdor said, definitely not a panic. We just need to clean up our mindset. That's it. And come in, focus. I'm going to put the link back in the live. I'm probably going to hop off here in a minute. We doing 2 hours. But if anybody want to hop on the live before I hop off, feel free. I'm going to leave it in there for a couple minutes. And let me get through some more of these comments. And then I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Humilidon, I see you. Eli, I see you. Hey, Tim Jones, the link in the chat. Hold on. Shout out to the Bahamas. We got my man Gibson Nicholas about to tap in. Hold on, Gibson. Let me get you in here, sir. I'm gonna be on here. Go ahead. Cook. Let's get them likes up, y'all. We at 88. Let's get to 90.
Peace and love. Peace and love to Bucks Nation. Peace and love. Peace and love, Amber.
Yes, sir.
I was so frustrated at this game, Amber. I could. You see, I ain't even calling early. I almost
I was
forget the.
calling for you. I was like, where Gibson at? Yeah, go ahead, Gibson. We'll get it off. We got 3 people in the waiting room, but go ahead. Get yours off, though, Gibson.
I was so frustrated at this game, man, because number one, the whole team played bad. Because when I look at the score in the first quarter, I say, oh, when I see they was 10 and we was 0, I say, oh no. I say,
Right.
no, we gotta get it together. We gotta get it together. Now, my part is when B Shock and Mr. King was talking, what they was saying, it made a lot of sense. Let me fix the camera. I
Yeah,
can't see
yeah.
myself.
You're getting a
It
seasick. Go
made a
ahead, bro.
it made a lot of sense for what they say. We need fellas on this team would coming to play when someone have a bad night. We need everybody to step up, step up. Because when I watched the game, Boston was getting whatever they want from us. They was getting whatever they want, and we was out here jacking three after three after three, and
Yep.
I boy, I
It
was
was a tough game, but hey,
I know.
Gibson, on a positive, bro. We 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 were playing awful and only lost by 3 points, and everybody on that team was cooking, and we barely lost. I see y'all in there, Daniel, Jeffer, and Tim, and Brandon. I'll get to y'all in a second. Let me finish cooking with my man from the Bahamas, Mr. Nicholas. Go ahead, sir.
So, so what I would love to see and in the coming games, like what you said a little earlier, Griffin need to change up the lineup. He need to stop giving Beasley and Connaughton more minutes over than Ajax and Beauchamp. That's what we need to do. We have to get the young guys going early to help us get some energy in the team. We can't be putting Pat and Beasley in the game. It is not fair. It is not fair. It is not fair. I ain't fair with that at all. I'm not pleased with that at all.
I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I think Ajax needs to be getting almost starting minutes at this point. He brings too
Yeah,
many intangibles to the team. He brings too many tangibles to the team.
right.
I really, Ajax and Beauchamp, really, their minutes need to really step up in the coming games, in my opinion.
And not only that too, Amber, we draft Chris Livingston. We never see him playing in a regular season game. He needs to play. Give the young guys them
I
some
agree.
minutes. And the thing about it is too with my guy Giannis. Even though I'm not knocking him now, Bucks
Uh,
Nation, Squid in the chat. I'm not knocking Giannis at all. I'm not knocking him at all. The problem is Giannis need to stop settling for those threes and attack the paint more. That's all
all
I
the
gotta say.
time, all the
That's all.
time.
That's all I gotta say. I know you get other people in the chat. I'm not gonna stay
Okay.
too long. Peace and love. The Bucks Nation. Oh, I gone.
That
Peace
always
and
make
love.
things better. That always make things better. The peace and love. Shout out to Gibson in the Bahamas. Hey, shout out to my man Teron too. I saw him in the chat. Shout out to the Bahamas tapping in Bucks Nation. Appreciate you. All right, fam.
Peace and love.
All right.
Peace and love.
All right. Go. Let me tap you in, Daniel. We got a few people, so we're gonna keep them kind of short, but go ahead and get yours off, bro.
but I agree with Gibson. Peace and love. I love that guy. I
Bro, he
love that
gotta
guy.
do it, bro. That's our battle cry right there, my man Gibson. That's the battle cry for the chat. Real talk. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, I was laughing when he was talking about Giannis, and I was like, man, if I was a coach and I was standing there and I'm like, can I shoot 3? Call timeout. You want to sit for like 5 minutes? You don't be shooting no threes now. I don't want
Right.
to see no threes. And like when he games we don't shoot threes, we win. So he shot that 1-3. I'm like, come on, man, don't be shooting
Right.
no threes, bro.
They don't have no center. He should just go in the paint and punish them, bro. Hey, Tim Jones, I see you in the chat too, Brent. I see y'all. Just let my man cook. I got y'all. But go ahead, Dan. I just want them to not see him. I got y'all. Go ahead.
Real quick, all I really gotta say is that the Bucks, they lost this game, and they almost came back. I'm like, because using it live, I was watching the game, like I'm gonna wait till this game's over because they like, I don't know, but he ain't coming back.
Right. I went live too early. Right. I was just tight. I just need to talk to y'all. That's why I went on early. I was tight what I was seeing. I just wanted to vent early. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I mean, it was bad first 2 quarters, but the next they was locking down, man. It was actually getting the lanes. They want to hit threes, and all of a sudden the Boston looked like they were just trying to hold on and win the game. So
that's what they were doing, trying to hold on. That's exactly what happened.
It happened with Dallas and Bucks, and it's almost happened. So I'm not worried.
I'm not either. Man, I ain't worried about it, man. We straight. We straight, bro.
And everybody all thinking about Boston going to win. I mean, with championship, I'm like, look, it was like, oh well, it's like you guys talk about our bench wouldn't being bad. I'm like, it still is. The problem is
our bench was just terrible tonight. Yeah, we got maybe 20 points from the bench, if that. It was a terrible performance.
50% on the field from the free throw. I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna win games like that. But
right, 50-40. Yeah, you're shooting 50 from the field, 40 from 3. You should win, and you barely did. Now, if you played any worse, you'd have got out of there. You shot 47%, we would have beat y'all. So, man, with a learning experience, we got the momentum of how we play in the fourth quarter. We should use that moving forward, bro. My man.
So check your emails.
All right, and I got you. All right, my man. All right, go. All right, bro. All right. My man, Dave. I'll check you. All right, let me tap in my man Tim Jones here. Then I got you, Jeffer. Hey, Jeffer, make sure to turn off the live while we talking. What's going on, sir? Salute. I don't know if you ever tapped in before, fam, but salute.
Yeah, camera a little bad, but I'm in here, man.
That's all right. Hey, it's all good, man. Tell me how you feel about today's game. Good, bad, ugly, and what are you taking from everything?
I'm not really too mad about the game, to be honest. When we got off to they got off to the 10-0 lead, I pretty much knew the game was over because I felt like that was the cushion they pretty much needed just to carry it throughout the rest of the game. But I was confident that we was gonna come back, though. I was confident.
Yeah, but, as bad as we played, Tim, we didn't just get ran out the building. You know what I'm saying? We did tighten up. We did tighten up. It was just too little, too late. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Other than that, too, you know, I'm confident about this team, man. The main thing I feel like we need to get down pat is just the rotations. Cause you see, like, I feel like we need to have a star out there at all times.
Yep, facts.
Even if Middleton on the minute restrictions right now, I don't care. Either one of 3 of them need to be out on the floor at all time.
Fact, especially against a team like Boston.
Correct. And Giannis tonight, man. I mean, man, I feel like we was just thinking too much about this game.
Put too much pressure on ourselves. That was it. That was it.
Yeah. Also too. Marjan came back. Who else was out? That came back tonight. I think it was another player that was out of the rotation. Maybe that came back tonight.
Oh no! It was just him.
Just Marjan. Maybe that too threw us off a little bit because he got a little minutes. You know that. But other
It was
than
just a
that, I'm
bad
not really.
performance, but I think we'll learn from it and we'll get better moving forward, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm not. I'm really not too worried
Okay.
because we got a good team. We were focusing. We're playing defense. It's just a matter of time until we hit that switch and we get it together. We
Right.
lock in.
That's it. That's it. I'm gonna get to these other people in here though, bro, because I'm gonna tap out of here in a minute. But appreciate you tapping in, and make sure to tap in the future, bro. It's good to see you on
Oh
here,
yeah,
man.
one more thing too. I
Go
want
ahead.
to shout out to everybody in the chat. I know I made you. I watch every chat, bro. I may not,
Right.
comment or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah,
I watch every chat, my man.
yeah. Okay, salute. Appreciate you, man. But come tap in live, bro. You see, it's legit. It's easy, right?
Yeah, I got you. I got
Okay.
you.
All right, my man. Shout out to you, bro.
All right,
Go,
love,
man.
man,
All right,
love,
go.
love to the track too.
Right, man. Same to you, bro. Go. Let me tap in Jefford, and I got you, Brandon. What's going on, Jefford? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
There we go. Finally. Yeah, you got to turn off that live while we talking. Now you good to go. Go ahead and tell me how you feeling tonight, Jeffrey. And just bring the camera down a little bit. Bring the camera down a little bit if you
Can you
can.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just your camera stuck.
Amara,
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. Your
can
camera
you hear
stuck.
me?
Yes. Let me put this in this chat. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second.
What I was going to say is we got a 4-game streak coming up.
Okay.
We got Washington, Portland, Miami, and Chicago. That should be 4 wins right there. I'm already past this game.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, Jeffrey. Damn, he dropped again. All right, let me get you up in here. Hey, Jeffrey, you dropped. Hey, Brandon, you on, bro? Hey, move your camera up. Move your camera up. I'm gonna
My
tap
bad,
you
bro.
back in a minute, Jeffrey. You drop, but go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. Well, like Jeffrey and all of them people there, those are my dogs. So I agree with them what they say. Let's let's move past this right
Yeah,
now.
right.
Let's enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Right. Happy Thanksgiving to the chat too. Happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. Yes. My bad, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving to Bucks Nation. Go ahead, Brandon. Shout out.
Let's move past this tomorrow. And then we can focus on the next 4 games.
Right. Fact.
Because by happy Thanksgiving, with all our players eat all that food, they would click in their
Right.
mind. So
Absolutely. 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 This we
hey,
gonna be straight. Brandon, we
we
didn't
right,
play well and we didn't get killed. We didn't
right.
play well, we didn't get killed.
I think from now
1 second, Jeffrey. Go ahead.
from now on, fourth quarter has to be our mojo.
Right.
Fourth quarter has to be our mojo.
Right. That's it. We just gotta play like we do in the fourth all the time, bro. That's all we need to do.
Because I know you've been saying a lot of times that third quarter kills us sometimes.
Right. Now we
So
fourth quarter killers. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
So
we gonna get it figured out. But I'm gonna try to wrap this up, bro. We almost at 2.5 hours on here. But
I
get your
got
last statement. No, get your hold on. Get your last statement off, Brandon. Go ahead.
okay. Peace and love, what my brother Keith would say.
All right.
And I love y'all.
Uh,
I'll let y'all after Thanksgiving.
okay, sound good. All right, bro. Go, my
All right, bro.
man. All right, go, Brandon. Salute. All right, Jeffrey, I'm tapping you back in. Jeffrey, good. Okay, you look like you good now. Move the camera down a little bit.
Hopefully I don't drop out again.
Yeah, just move. I can hear you now. Go ahead. There you go. You good. You good. It's a little pixie, but you good. Go
Okay,
ahead. I'm gonna let you cook.
we got
Go
another
ahead.
streak on. I already moved past this game. We got another streak on the way. We got Washington, Portland, Miami, and Chicago.
Right.
All win.
Okay. Let's let's get. Oh, Jeffer, you was just cooking, bro. Come on, Jeffer.
Yeah.
There you go. You back. You back. Go ahead. Go ahead. You back. You go ahead. Finish your statement. I want you to finish your statement. It looked like it's gonna cut you off, so finish your statement. Go ahead.
About Miami, Washington, Portland, Miami, and Chicago. That's
Mm-hmm.
another 4-game winning streak right there. I
Facts.
already moved past Boston.
Right. Right. So we gonna be straight. I appreciate you tapping in, Jeffrey. So whenever you want to tap in, you gotta turn down the live, otherwise it gives too much feedback. So however you doing it right
I
now,
got everything. I got
yeah,
everything else muted already.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I
when
already
you when
know.
you when you tap back in the future, whatever you doing now, make sure to do that. Cause now we Gucci right now. Everything is all good. I can see you and hear you, and I'm not getting no feedback. So we good to go moving forward, Jeffrey. Cause I know you done tried to tap in a
Yeah,
couple of times and it was kind of weird. So I'm glad it's all good now. I
yeah.
really appreciate you tapping in.
I'm running on a 4G phone, so
Oh yeah, okay. Let me get your last comment off before it cuts you off. So go
I'm good.
ahead.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
make
good.
sure to tap in some more though, Jeffrey. Now I know we know what's going on. So
And
appreciate you tapping.
I am still I'm still sick, but I am getting better.
Okay, I'm glad, man. Get better, man. Yeah, you, Jeff Riley, a couple of y'all that had the flu. I'm glad y'all
I am
recovered.
Jeff Riley.
Oh, Jeff. Okay, that
I
is
am
Jeff
Jeff
Riley.
Riley.
Okay, they just said Jeff Okay, there we go. Okay, that's my man. Okay, because it just say Jeff so I didn't know. I didn't know like that. Okay, now
Yeah,
that
that
makes sense. That makes sense. Though.
JEPH is Jeff spelled a different way.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Now I'm making sense. Okay, my bad. Shout out. I'm glad you get better. Okay. Now we good. Okay. So yeah, make sure to tap back in the
All right.
future, man. Get some rest, and we'll be right back at it after the next live. All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
man.
waiting on Washington to get 2-0.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, Jeff. All right, my
All
man,
right.
go. All right, go. My man Jeff tapping in. My man had the flu, was tapping in. Shout out. Let me get a couple more of these comments, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Mr. Cool said our coach has no philosophy of how to set up rotation players. It's just so helter skelter. I agree with that. Tanisha said happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to the chat. Absolutely. Mr. Cool said, how many times in the first quarter was the ball ever swung? Try none. So we have a poor possession. Yeah, we got to swing the ball. Yeah, we got to work on it. But all things being said, we played terrible and we still almost pulled this out at the end. So we're going to learn from this. We'll be going live after the next game. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. If you haven't already, can you please hit the like button? We're getting ready to jump out of here. We just did a 2-hour, almost 2.5-hour live. Shout out to Bucks Nation for y'all being involved and tapping in this long. Love chopping it up with y'all. Hope everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Your boy will be having a smoked turkey tomorrow. Shout out. But without further ado, I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news, where we're talking about the unfortunate loss the Bucks took against the Boston Celtics, 119-116, where we got down early in the first quarter and we just couldn't come back. This is a learning experience. We played C- basketball and almost beat the Celtics. So don't fret, Bucks Nation. This is a marathon, like a lot of you have said, and not a sprint. And we will be triumphant at the end. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share the content. If you're a real Bucks fan, this is exactly where you need to be. And if you know other Bucks fans, share the live with them because I think they'll enjoy it as well. And if y'all know, anybody can tap in too. When I got that link, all of y'all can tap in. I'm gonna tap all of y'all in. So feel free to actually join the live as well to have engagement and just say your piece to the people. So shout out to the Bucks. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. As my boy Gibson Nicholas said, peace, love, and blessings. Gone. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Bucks about to come back and crack some skulls.